Welcome to Play Your Way, everybody, your video game podcast covering gaming news, reviews, and more. I'm your host, Johnny Murr here, and welcome to this week's episode, or in other words, welcome to the podcast that we only get to do once every generation, because this is the podcast where we are going to be talking officially. We're not just theorizing. We're not just talking about rumors, talking about speculation. We are going to be talking officially about the Nintendo Switch 2 and everything that was shown, everything that was talked about, everything that was promised, and everything that was delivered, and everything that was questioned, and everything that was answered, and everything that was concerned, and everything that was good. We're going to be talking about everything. We're going to be breaking it down. And of course, had to get Austin on this one. No way he's going to miss this one. He's muted. You'd love to see it. Yep. What? I feel like that joke went over my head completely. Oh. Mm. What? No, they said I can't hear Austin. Oh, you can't hear Austin. Wait, what? Why not? I don't have. Oh, I freaking hate this thing.
Oh, that's fine. They didn't need to hear it.
He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Austin's here.
Am I here?
Yes. It's okay though.
Oh, I am here.
Yep, I am recording this. It's gonna go on Spotify, so I'm gonna edit that, whatever. So,
all right. That's
for
fine.
everybody else, it will only seem like a second. But for Noli, sorry, bro, you had to wait like 2 whole minutes to hear Austin. Hate to say it, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'm excited to be here. Talking about my favorite company of all time. I'm excited to talk about things. I want to specifically try to avoid talking about like the bad for most of this, because I feel like every time I do these podcasts, I always do that. I want to talk about the good stuff because I am so tired of thinking about like the negative stuff that's come up. It's actually made me very depressed. I went to work today talking to literally nobody. I barely said any words unless someone forcefully like came up to me and was like, Are you good? I'm like, to be honest with you, no, I'm not really. Not because of like myself and like where I stand. I care so much about like other people and stuff. So, but I want to refrain from doing that a lot. I mean, we will cover it at some point.
I mean, yeah, we have to. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
But
here's what I'll say.
Excited though.
I'll just go ahead. We'll get the controversy out the way. I don't even want to focus on how controversial it is. I more or less want to talk about the impact it's going to have on the industry, like as a whole.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I find more interesting about all of this, personally. But I'll go ahead and run through like what the big negative thing is to everyone. Everybody can make up their own minds. They can have their own opinions about it. But we're going to talk about the implications it has, but I agree with you. I'm not going to sit here and complain about it or like
there's nothing
Nintendo.
we can do.
Right. I mean, yeah, there's really not.
I mean, I don't blame people for trashing Nintendo because I think after looking at all the info, I'm starting to believe this isn't anything regarding tariffs, any of that. I think this is just Nintendo thinking that they're on top and they can do this. Like they can.
Yeah. Without spoiling the thing, I also have gotten that feeling where I'm like, okay, I think it is just Nintendo being greedy, and I started feeling that way when I saw the Switch 2 edition prices. That's when I started feeling that way. But we're gonna talk about all of it because regardless of the controversy, there's a lot to like here. There's a lot to be excited
Yeah.
for. There is still so much good stuff coming. It's just very unfortunate because I feel like all of it at this point has been dragged down because of this one aspect, which it is a big aspect, but it's just what can you do? We're talking about the gaming industry. We're talking about social media. It's never a good combination. So, but anyway, the Nintendo Switch 2, man, was announced, and we had a whole 60-minute Nintendo Direct showcasing hardware, software, features, online. We got so much stuff. We're gonna talk about all of it. But first, a little bit of housekeeping. Started streaming again today. We were playing South of Midnight. We will be consistently streaming every week now. And videos are starting to roll out again. Just had 2 videos covering.
Wait.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, yeah.
Just had 2 videos covering Metroid and Pokemon come out before the Direct, and then we had my reaction to it. Make sure you go check that out. It was a pretty fun reaction. And then just did a video today. I did a ton of research because here's the thing. One of the big issues, in my opinion, about this whole event is Nintendo's communication has been awful. I
wouldn't say it's been. They did good in certain areas.
They did do good in certain information areas. But there was so much after the show that was just being uncovered by just journalists and insiders and outlets that it just became an absolute mess because there was no confirmation about anything. We went through games are 70. Oh wait, now they're 80. Oh, now they're 90. No, we're back down to 80. Wait, are we sure they're not 90? We went through so many different things. So I really wish they just clarified everything, but it is what it is. So, but anyway, I was gonna do that video yesterday, but all the information was just flying all over the place. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just wait a good 24 hours. That way I can try to do research and get the best concrete answer. So that way I could just make a video simplifying everything. And even then it doesn't feel simplified. So, so we're going to talk about it, but make sure you go check out that video if you are curious about all the things Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have and offer. Because it is exciting. But yes, so I mean, we could do tradition, what we've been playing.
Just skip me.
Well, honestly, I really haven't been playing much either, to be honest.
I mean, I had a streak going, and then I was supposed to start another streak, which I think is going to start next week. I was supposed to stream every single day. I've done quite the opposite. I've streamed no days. But it's because I've kind of been on a little hiatus, thinking about stuff and kind of what I want to do. And also just there's been a lot of stuff going on this week. I mean, we got Storms, we got the Switch 2. I got plans going on for this weekend. I've been working. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Mostly the Switch 2 is just my mind has been so focused on that. It's just I was like, what's the point of streaming if I'm just going to sit there and be like, I can't stop thinking about the Switch 2.
Yeah, man, I'm so excited for the Switch 2. Should I go play Avowed? Absolutely not. You know what I mean?
Sorry, man.
Should I play Silent Hill 2? Absolutely not.
Nah, but next week I'm hoping to change that because I had a week where it was really nice. Started Last of Us. I started I can't remember, of course, on the spot.
Assassin's Creed.
I started Assassin's Creed Shadows. I played something else that I can't remember off the top of my head.
You were playing Yakuza for a little bit.
Yes, Yakuza.
And then you've been playing Repo a lot.
Yes, I love Repo. Repo is so fun. That is currently Indie Game of the Year. If Hades 2 comes out, screw off. Repo is fantastic. It is like I'm sure everybody knows what Repo is, but if you just want another fun indie game, a very cheap, fun one, it's not anywhere crazy. It's not like your AAA type of game. It's just a really fun indie game, and it's kind of like Lethal Company.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think indie games, what are so beautiful about it is you can find an indie game that is $5, and it may be one of the best games you play in a long time. And it may not have a high budget, but golly, are they fun.
Yep.
So
one of the only 2 games I gave a 10 out of 10 to last year was an indie game. So
yeah,
take that. Actually, I think both are technically indie. Game Science is technically independent. It's not an indie game, but they are an independent studio. I really haven't been playing much either. I mean, since the last podcast. Did I even talk about? I don't know if I talked about Assassin's Creed at all yet on a podcast. I started Assassin's Creed Shadows. Spoiler alert, do not like it. Therefore, I went back and replayed Assassin's Creed Unity.
Dude, I've never in my life have like played a game and just thought I want to go back and play the older ones because I just think that's better.
Yeah, no, literally, that's what it was. And can confirm, still absolutely love AC Unity. It is, man, at times, I really do think it is my favorite Assassin's Creed, but then I just remember the story of Rogue, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's so hard. But fantastic game. Assassin's Creed Shadows. I respect it, and I'm glad a lot of people do like it and are loving it. There's some people who are really loving it, and I'm glad for it. Unfortunately, it just did not click with me. It's just not. I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest with you. And that's really it. Now, to be fair, when I say that, I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's a bad game whatsoever. And I don't necessarily dislike the game either. I'm just pretty neutral on it.
It's overrated.
Personally,
okay.
If I had to put a score on it, I would give it a 6 out of 10, which on the player weight scale is okay. I
agree.
Me. And what's really sad is I think the absolute best parts of the game are Yasuke's story, which I'm not gonna lie, if they just completely focused on Yasuke, character of the year, contender, because the story stuff I haven't even beaten the game, but like halfway through, all the story stuff I've gone for Yasuke is like 10 times better than anything else in the game. And then the combat I think is very good. Outside of that, I think it is pretty simple, pretty basic open world RPG stuff.
Oh, holy! I didn't know you had a guy in your chat, Yosemite Blam.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I was on
YouTube chat.
I wasn't on multi.
My take on Switch 2 reveal was we finally got the Switch Pro. Yeah, you can say that PS5/Xbox Series is kind of pro versions of last gen, but they have been doing that. Nintendo was always different. Happy backwards compatibility is there and games are getting upgrades, but price is turning me off. I buy Nintendo consoles to play Nintendo games and the hardware is expensive and now the games are. Third-party support is cool, but again, I buy Nintendo, same. That's what most people do. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Yeah. I agree with what a lot you said.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get into it in one second here.
Yeah.
We're just kind of
but
covering.
Outside of that, I really haven't played much, mainly because I've, just like Austin, I've really just been looking forward to this Nintendo stuff, and I've been really looking forward to South of Midnight, which just released today, which I started playing. I'm like two hours in, enjoying that so far. So I'm gonna pretty much hold off my opinion until my review, because it'll probably be up Saturday, my review. I don't plan on taking longer than 2 days to beat it. So, but other than that, really haven't done anything. I have a lot planned to play. A really weird one. I really want to fully stream through Mario RPG. I really want to go back and play that because after all this Nintendo stuff, I'm like, I really want to just go back and play Mario RPG. So I'm probably gonna do that. I may also possibly play Metroid Prime or Dread again. I don't know which one. which is funny because I just played Dread at the start of the year and I want to play it again. I mean,
might as well just play Prime to get ready for it.
Yeah, that's my thought. But like
you
Dread
better get
is
ready
so
for
good,
that $80 price tag.
Oh, I know it. It's okay because actually I don't know. Never mind. We're gonna get into it, but yeah. Other than that, nothing really much. So, Nintendo Switch 2. So, before we get into the controversy, and I know, see, this is so hard about this event now. I've made up my mind, and this score I'm about to give the event has nothing to do with the controversy that has spawned from it.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I was to take the controversy into consideration, it'd probably be lower than what I'm about to give it.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it a very, very good 9 out of 10 show.
Mm-hmm.
I think the controversy does drag it down, but for me, still, no matter what, I think it's a 9 out of 10 show. And I'm judging that purely based off like what I wanted from it, right? Like I got at least 3 games out of it that I'm very, very excited for. I got some things that I think are very, very good for Nintendo. I got hardware that I think is dang near perfect, over exceeded. And I think the event was paced really well. And I think a lot of the features that they're adding are very neat. And I'm looking forward to it. I do think it could have been better, but at the same time, it's like you can always be better. You know what I mean? So I think what was there overall, like, insanely satisfied. I think what would have made it a 9.5 or possibly even a 10 is I do feel like they were missing that one huge game. I feel like that award went to either Mario Kart World or Duskblood. And I only
insane.
And I only feel that way for Mario Kart World because of the controversy that has spawned from it. And so I do like, it's like an elephant in the room, but like they were missing Mario, you know, like that was like the one that it just felt like there was a gaping hole there. Like it would have made it perfect, like, honestly. So,
all right, man, we'll see him in the next Direct.
I don't think it's coming out this year.
John, you shut your mouth, all right?
I don't think it's coming out this year.
They are coming out.
I also realized
they don't have a big game for winter. Hyrule Warriors ain't their big game. That game ain't selling millions.
We don't know what their winter game is yet. It could be one of the ones that still has a 2025 release date, but we don't know the actual date. All I'm saying is the Mario movie 2 comes out next year.
I'm actually gonna riot if there's no Mario. I will riot.
Well, to be fair, it could still show up in the first year, just not in the first 6 months.
Well, if it doesn't show up, then I lose, bro. I'm cooked.
I mean, not necessarily.
Dude, I'm cooked, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, you are cooked.
Yeah, there's
but
a game I desperately want to draft and I can't even afford it. I'm cooked. Like, there's no point in even trying. I want it so bad, I'm not gonna get it. I have no money, so.
I know it's what that is.
I can't do anything. Like I'd kill for it so bad if I could have it. But I'm broke.
Yosemite said they were missing the next 3D Mario. I think it was a really good presentation. I just wasn't blown away. Yeah, I can understand that. On
like game perspective, like game wise,
software,
I wasn't blown away. But
software wise, absolutely, I wasn't blown away. Hardware wise though, I absolutely was, like, 100% blown away by hardware. Yeah. Okay. So let's go and get into it. So, I guess, do you want to start with the controversy first and then talk about all the fun stuff, or
that's up to you?
All right. I'm just gonna quickly run down what all the controversy is. That way we don't really have to talk about it too much. But then later we can talk about, like, implications and where we go from here and what the industry's looking like after this.
Yeah, nah, bro, you're good. We read chat. We like getting the fans involved, bro. We like getting
Oh
people
yeah,
involved.
absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely. He said, but I did love the GameCube love. That was when I really got into gaming. Also, don't have to read all my chats. I don't want to derail anything. Bro, no worries. We love it. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Nintendo Switch 2 is the next generation of Nintendo consoles, which is the follow-up to the one of the most successful consoles of all time, being the Nintendo Switch. And they announced a bunch of games. We're going to get to all those games later in the podcast. But one of those was Mario Kart World, which is the next mainline Mario Kart game. And we're not going to talk about the game yet. I just want to talk about the whole controversy. After the show, it was confirmed that Mario Kart World is priced at $80. So, for those of you who may just hear that number and be like, oh yeah, that's expensive, you may not actually understand what this means or why this is so big of a controversy. And to put it into perspective, as of last week, the highest priced Nintendo game Nintendo has ever done is $70, and that was Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It was quite literally a once-in-a-generation price tag. And that price tag that they put for Tears of the Kingdom was matching what Xbox and PlayStation have been doing for years now. As of this week, Nintendo has basically completely leapfrogged them and have upped not only their own price to just $70 normally, but they have once again upped it to $80, which in this case is the highest any game has ever been priced at in the history of video games. And we're talking base game. We're not talking deluxes. We're not talking premium. We're not talking whatever.
Just standard edition.
Yes, it is the highest priced standard game of all time. And this comes from literally a week difference. It kind of feels like Nintendo just completely skipped a step. They were like, hey, instead of going from step 1 to step 2, let's just go straight to step 3. And this has gotten everybody crazy because, I mean, let's be real. Whether you still plan to buy it day one or not, like I know me and Austin will, it's $80 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to people who end up not going to buy it because of it, and it's still a lot of money for people who are going to buy it. And I think what makes this harder for a lot of people is the type of company Nintendo has been and the kind of audience that they have. One of my biggest things that I brought up to Austin after the show is Mario Kart and the Switch is like the Christmas item for your kids. That is like the birthday item for the kids. If your kid now wants Mario Kart, you dang near have to drop almost $100 just to get them Mario Kart. And that's not even on top of buying them a whole new Switch. And I think they just missed the mark here. I think they either got way too confident or they just did not read the market correctly. Because not only, and we're going to talk about this later, not only is this bad for the Nintendo Switch 2, it kind of leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, or it has kind of hurt its reputation already, not even into the generation. But this is going to have bigger implications across the industry. Another thing I told Austin after the show is PlayStation, for instance, they have been the talk of the town when it comes to pricing games and spending way too much on budget for games, and how the industry is collapsing and they're kind of putting themselves in the ground because of the financial situation of the industry. A company like that is going to look at this pricing and they're going to question why they haven't been doing this. Because how can PlayStation make a game for $300 million and price it at $70? And look at Nintendo, who makes a game for $50 million and prices it at $80. And so no matter what, companies are going to see this. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however way you look at it, Mario Kart's going to sell like hotcakes. And companies are stupid sometimes. And they don't understand that even though it's Mario Kart, it's going to sell like hotcakes. They're just going to automatically assume, oh, I guess $80 still sells. And they're going to do it. They're going to do it, and they're going to follow it. Big games like GTA 6, I'm pretty sure is not going to be shy of upping the price once again. If it's a $100 game, I would not be shocked. So we're going to talk about all that, but pretty much that is the main controversy, is that the price of games is overpriced. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It is overpriced. And I think what really hurts me more is I can understand where Nintendo was coming from, hey, let's make it 80. This is one of our biggest games. It's going to be one of our highest sellers. Yeah. It's going to last the whole generation. I get it. Just because it makes sense does not mean that's what you should do. And I think Nintendo's going to feel that now for the generation. Where it really hurt me for the price of the games is when I saw the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of the games.
Yeah,
Kirby,
if you don't own them.
Yes, Kirby and the Forgotten Land with its DLC is $80. That game came out in 2022. That just, it doesn't make sense. You're telling me you are now pricing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of a game that came out 3-4 years ago the same price as your biggest Mario Kart game?
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, to them, they're like treating it as if like you put the normal like price tag on it of like $60 and then $10 for the Switch 2 edition and $10 for the DLC. It's just like it's just insane. Like I genuinely, it just feels kind of like greed.
It is.
Like they never go on sale. These games never do, and it's like
yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
Like $80 like to start for like it's insane. Like it really is.
Yeah. And
also Breath of the Wild came out in 2017.
Oh,
That's
I know.
$70.
Yeah, I know. Well, Tears of the Kingdom's $80, and that doesn't even have DLC. It's just the game upgrade, like looking better.
Yeah.
And I think what's even more upsetting is there was a point after the show where news broke out that you would get Nintendo Switch 2 editions for free if you had the expansion pack, whereas now it's been confirmed that's only the 2 Zelda games. That is not Metroid, that is not Kirby, that is not Pokemon, that is not Mario Party.
Breath of the Wild getting that GTA 5 treatment.
Dude, bro, I feel like every Nintendo game gets the GTA 5 treatment in a way. Mm-hmm. Like Mario Kart 8 got that.
Shout out to CD Projekt Red for putting Cyberpunk on a cartridge and selling it at $70 with the DLC.
Well,
I mean, you can get it cheaper though, unfortunately. That's the thing that sucks. Is like I think you can get Phantom Liberty for like, I think someone posted you can get it for like 50 or 60 on PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. If it's on sale, maybe.
That's what I thought I saw.
Maybe. But I don't know. But let's go ahead. So
and at a better frame rate, because apparently the Switch 2 version is at 40 frames per second.
Oh, I see what he's saying. You can, but it's the first time it's available on Switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about third party.
Oh, real quick, just before. It kind of involves that. Low key, can we like give some props to third party for not just like porting their games over, but in some ways like putting their games with any DLC that they have. Like,
yeah.
Like you have Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. You have Street Fighter 6 with all the Fighter Pass characters on it. You have like Cyberpunk with the DLC. Like, I think that's really dope. I mean, yes, the price will be higher, but I do think it is cool that they took that time to be like, let's just put everything on it, you know? Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I do want to talk about third party because I have a huge conversation I want to have about that. But yeah, so with the controversy out the way, we all know the price is just not, It's the price for the games is just not it. The price for the console is $450 or $500 if you get it with Mario Kart.
Which is the play.
Yes, 100%. I think the price point for the consoles is good. I don't have any issues with it. I don't think many people have issues with it. I think it's a good price point for, especially from the hardware that we saw, like from all the specs and the things that they said the thing is going to be capable of doing. It makes sense. So I don't really have any issues there. For that, but so let's get into the direct. So Austin, overall, without going into any specific game or any specific segment, what is your overall thoughts of the show, controversy aside? Which I know it's really hard to put it aside, but
no, I'll be honest. I've thought about this. It just sucks because like I could tell you I've watched so many reactions.
Oh, I know. Me too.
Everybody loved the event.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, literally, I've not seen one person. Everyone loved it.
Yep.
I literally thought it was such a good event. And then because I even went outside. I went outside of your house to go talk to some of my friends about it to see what they thought. And I come back in, and it's like all hell broke loose. It's like everything just went like. Oh my gosh. No, dude, I really enjoyed it. I would give it maybe like an 8.5. I just feel like I wish there would have been like a few like new announcements. Like we got some, but it was mostly just a lot of games coming over, which like is fine. It makes me definitely more excited for the next direct. Because that's specifically where we're probably going to get like more new stuff. And I'm also very curious if we're getting anything else that comes out this year. Hopefully Mario.
Hang on. I will say, just to try and not really temper your expectations, but maybe try and damage control, I would not be shocked if a large part of the next Nintendo Direct is putting dates on all these 2025 games.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot now that do not have dates.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Is we had this conversation that Nintendo won't try to launch something side by side with GTA. I find it so funny that we still have no release dates for the second half of the year.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I still don't think they would care. They like if it's Pokemon, who cares? It's so different, and they like competition. They've done it. Literally, they put Animal Crossing. I mean, Doom is not as big as Animal Crossing, I'd say. I would have said they were similar, but after recently, I don't know, man. Well, how much is Doom 20? I don't know how much.
Doom is bigger in the hardcore audience. Animal Crossing's bigger in the like overall aspect, though.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, Nintendo is like perfectly down for competition and stuff, but I don't. Still to this day, I would have thought we gotten like release dates for Metroid and Pokemon.
I know. I can't believe that.
So I'm guessing the only reason we're not is because
they're just far out. I guess.
I guess those are kind of late. Like I know Pokemon we've known is going to be later-ish, but I didn't think Metroid would be like. See, here's my dream, and I know this is this is a crazy first year lineup if this is the case, but I'm praying both of those games are fall, and that winter game is the boy, Mario. The one and only. Because think about it, that's gonna be a crazy lineup.
Oh, I know.
Like, of first
they
year
have
games.
they have
That'll
a stacked lineup.
Like it'll be like 7 or 8 like games pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I just don't see Hyrule Warriors being that big winter game. Like
no,
those games have never been like.
I think Hyrule will be like end of summer on it. Like I think it'll be like August, maybe even July. Like, I don't see it going into fall, but
yeah. Outside of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4, I was surprised there wasn't any Activision, Bethesda, Xbox games shown. Where is Psychonauts 2? If Oblivion remake is real. That on Switch 2, also Call of Duty.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I 100% agree with you.
It depends. It depends because it's like, I feel like this next direct should focus more on new stuff, which is why I'm, kind of sitting there and I'm just.
What
like,
up, EXO?
We'll see. That is true though. Like Call of Duty, like not seeing anything. You would think they would, but I was excited to
Psychonauts
see
is a
Tony
good
Hawk.
shout. I would love to see Psychonauts on
Yeah.
the Switch too. I think that'd be a great addition.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Especially because it'll actually look good too. So that's the thing. Um,
We didn't see Sony there.
Exo
which,
said hi
I mean,
hi to you. He
I
don't know
would.
his name. He don't know your name, but
Oh, what's up? It's Axu. Don't also, by the way, when you address me, don't say mob. I gotta get rid of it. I only have it because I can't put Axu normally, and like it's already taken and stuff. So I put the
got you.
mob just to separate it. But just for everybody else, just keep it as Axu.
actually, all right.
So
But yeah. So, back to your overall thoughts on the showcase.
I still really enjoy it. I went back and looked at our reaction. I wish I could still like stay the same way. Like, because I sent you a video, like I cried. Like not very
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
But I did cry when I saw the specs.
Yeah.
Because I was just really happy because it was more than what I ever expected. I thought they did really good on a lot of things. They gave a lot of stuff that I am super excited for. I think what just kind of like makes it not as good for me is just I feel like there was just a couple games that I wish were newer that they would have announced. Release dates are still missing.
Yeah.
And there's some things I just kind of wish they didn't include, like the whole like sharing your screen for the C button, and then also like the whole game where it's like, well, here's the Switch 2, but you got to pay $6.
Oh my gosh.
Instead of being for free.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that was what I was gonna say. No, I agree with you. I love the show. I think they did a really good job. I do feel like it just feels like there were some holes in it. That were either and pause that were either filled too much or they weren't filled at all. All right, big pause there. Okay.
All right.
What I mean
It's not
by
funny,
that,
guys.
what I mean by that, all right, is two of the first party games that they showed off, I think are jokes. That being the Welcome Tour and the Dragon Drive. Now the Dragon Drive may end up being fun. I just think that is.
How much is it gonna be though?
Right. I personally just don't see that game doing well. It looks like Rocket League mixed with Nintendo gimmick, and that's not really appealing to me. And then the Welcome Tour is just like, what are we doing here? I get it, but then you say it is a digital purchase. What are we doing here? You're telling me I have to buy a tutorial for this thing? Like what?
That thing is going to flop so hard.
Oh,
it's
I know.
crazy.
I know.
I saw a tweet that made me laugh. It's like new world record for 0 copies sold.
Yeah, right. So I think those were in the realm of there was things in there that should not have been. And I know one of our critiques is we wish that there were a couple more games. And so it kind of we sound like a hypocrite saying we wish those things weren't in here, but like I don't think those things helped, you know?
Yeah, they took spots away.
It did, yeah.
From like,
right,
those potential announcements. And I also just feel like in some there was like a little bit of filler at like some parts. I don't know, like I just feel like in terms of the show it was very good, but it could have been. It just could have been better. Like I think like you could say that for any show, or like any presentation, but I think for this one specifically, despite the fact that I thought it was really good, they still could have done better in certain aspects, even on the side of explaining how things work too.
Exos asked, "How do y'all feel about the new Mario Kart being 80?" We've already talked about it, but it's not good. It's not good. We can't really do anything about it though. Me and Austin are still gonna buy it day one, but it sucks. I mean, it's overpriced. That's it. But
there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like you just have to comply or not. And I mean, I'll tell you, the only way to fix it is people have to not buy the games, and that's just
Yep.
not gonna happen.
Right.
Like
Right.
it's just not. I mean, Mario Kart, it's gonna sell no matter what. You can price it at $100. People are still buying Mario Kart.
Real quick, we got 6
'cause-
viewers in here. I appreciate everybody
Yeah,
tuning in.
yeah.
I know this is an exciting moment for all of us, so appreciate
Mm-hmm.
y'all tuning in for the chat and discussion. We're just talking Nintendo Switch 2, man. We're having a good time.
Yep. I like my only fear is that, and I know this won't. I know it won't, and that's what scares me. I hope this is the only $80 game. 70, I can it sucks, but like I'll let it slide. But if we start getting to a point where it's like Pokemon is $80 and like Metroid somehow gets there, that's when I'm gonna start having like a lot of issues.
That's an interesting thing because I think I think there is already a line of displeasing audiences, right? Putting $80 on anything is going to be displeasing. If you put $80 on something niche or that is not going to sell on the level of something like Metroid, if you put $80 on Metroid, that could genuinely kill it.
Yeah.
Like that's a dangerous line to do. So I don't know. That would be really because that game isn't going to sell unless Metroid Prime 4 is just the absolute breakout hit. But like,
well, we don't know though because it might be one of the actual games that is on both consoles.
That's true.
So it has potential to sell more copies.
That is true. It's very true. So we'll have to see.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if they put it out on the Switch 1 and it's 60, but on Switch 2 it's 80?
Oh my gosh. With that ugly cover art. Oh my God.
Yeah, bro, real quick, I just want to quickly talk about it. The Switch 2 physical cases, all right? I am really sorry. I love physical media. I do.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why Nintendo just wants to kill physical media. Even though they've confirmed that it's only specific games that won't have the cartridge. Their first-party stuff is probably fine, but if you buy Elden Ring physically, you're not going to actually get the cartridge. It's just like a digital key to download it.
Well, no, it's a cartridge. It just doesn't actually have any of the data or information on the cartridge.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the picture on it. It's just you load it up and it's like it goes on the internet and then you get it and download it. But like, man, they ruined the cases, bro.
They did.
Like,
they're so bad.
My biggest, I don't mind it if it doesn't have all that text at the bottom. Like, that's annoying. All that text is
I
so
agree.
stupid.
The text at the bottom is what really makes it abysmal. I personally still hate the big red bar at the top.
You know what somebody did? You know what somebody did that I think would have made more sense? They did an edit. They I fixed it. Take the bar, cut it to where it's only in the top left corner with the logo.
Yep. I know. It would look so much better. Literally, they should have just made the cases red. Boom. End of story. That's all they should have done. Yosmai said
the physical cases. No, you go. You read it.
Yosmai said the physical cases made me so angry. I don't get mad at anything either. It looks like a millions sold copy or PS2 greatest hit. Yeah, it does. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so true.
As a fan of physical media, like I've been physical media so long because quite literally we're getting to a point where if you buy something and you don't like it, but you played 2 hours of it or like 3, you're cooked. You have to keep that money. But if you buy something physically, at least you can get rid of it. Or let's say if you, I guess, use GameStop, which I do. I mean, I can get money back for trading in and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like physical media because you can't take it away from me. And I like having these games on my shelves. And
Right. Well,
I hate how companies are trying to take it away. And now the number one company that was, in my opinion, like
defending it.
the biggest advocator for it is quite literally making it even harder.
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree with you. Not only is physical media good for all that, but like part of the thing for me as somebody who is like addicted to buying collector's editions, I just love having physical media as collector's items as because I think they look awesome. I think they look cool. My like backdrop. I mean, I have cases galore. Like I have so many cases just everywhere. I don't know. I don't want to put some of these cases on my shelf because I think they kind of look ugly. Like honestly, that's like the most. That is like my least favorite thing about this whole direct is the cover art. I'll be honest with you.
I gotta get into making cases, bro. I'll make you some cases.
Hey, man, let me tell you. So, yeah, I don't know what they were smoking when making the cover arts, but
I mean, some of them are fine. The Donkey Kong one is fine. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't look awful.
It's acceptable.
Like,
yeah.
I'm not. Like the top red bar is still annoying, but like the top red bar is still annoying, but it's like at least it doesn't have all that stupid text at the bottom that covers like the character and the design of it.
Yeah.
It's just the Metroid one that is inferior. Because dude, that is movie. I still stand on it. I think it's one of the hardest covers Nintendo's ever had, and it's movie quality.
A fact.
In terms of quality, that is some. It is a crisp cover art. It's movie level. I'm being dead A, bro.
Yes,
so real.
Yeah, somebody said you might as well put a recycling bin on your shelf instead of buying physical media. Some games are still fine, but that's what makes it so frustrating.
Yeah,
it's so true.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to have my copy of Tears of the Kingdom on the Switch that doesn't have that text. Oh, but the Switch 2 version has this big red line across the top with a ton of text at the bottom, basically telling me that it's the Switch 2 version. Like,
it literally looks like an ad.
Dude. It does.
It looks straight up like an ad. And that's so upsetting. But anyway, all right, let's actually talk about the games. Or do you want to talk about the hardware first?
I want to talk about the games because that's been on my mind a lot.
Okay.
And I have a lot of things to say, especially after the Nintendo Treehouse.
Me too. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I tried. I at least got to see all the stuff I wanted, which was like Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and I mean they went through a lot. I didn't get to see it all though. I'll probably go back and watch.
I pretty much watched everything.
Yeah. I had to disable comments though. I got really upset at work. I was really mad. Not because like I was mad at the people, but because I just hated seeing every second of the entire thing people just saying drop the prices. Like it just became really frustrating because it's all I could think of when I just wanted to see how good the games are. Because I know, and all I can say is I'm sold on about pretty much every game that they're putting out except one, which I've already explained, and I'm not going to say like anything about it because it doesn't really matter. It's just not something I'm too excited for. But I think besides that one, I am legit excited for everything. Like, I think the new Mario Kart...
Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon. Okay.
I was like trying to think what game.
No, I may still get it just because I'm not quite certain yet. But I can tell you now... let's not talk about the negative of Mario Kart. I want to talk about the actual game. I low-key think that game is amazing. Like, I don't think it's going to be perfect, but from what I have seen, it looks really fun. Like,
wait, sorry. Backtrack a little bit. You said let's not talk about the negative of Mario Kart. Is there something you don't like about the game?
No, because we've been focusing on the price of it.
Oh, you're talking about the price. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I don't think this is true because more info's come out and everything. We did think there was 84 playable characters. There is not. It is just some pages are skins or like different like costumes, which kind of bums me out a little bit. I kind of wish it wasn't like that, but I mean, it's the closest we'll get. But of course, my girl only gets one extra costume. Meanwhile, Princess Peach gets 4. Like, fantastic. But I will say the roster is goated. And I will say Nintendo hates Diddy Kong because he's not in Mario Kart.
Dude, I saw that. And Dry Bones. Dry Bones is also not in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we get the Moo Moo Meadows
Yeah,
cow.
I know. Yeah, wild.
That is really funny though. The roster's insane. Like it is not
Yeah,
a
I
normal
can't
roster.
believe Diddy Kong is just gone. Like,
Dude,
they
they
just
hate,
forgot about him.
I know why.
Why?
They gotta change his name, bro.
Oh my. Oh my gosh.
Notice how when that started popping off, you know, where'd
That's
he go?
true.
Where's he at?
That's
Where
kinda
is he?
true, bro.
It's kind of sad, man. It makes you really think.
Wow.
It's just a theory, bro. You know.
Well, we got thunder outside. We got thunder going crazy. Yeah. So Mario Kart. Obviously, that's the first one that was shown. That's the first one we're gonna talk about. All right.
What?
Here's what I have to say about Mario Kart. I'm not really a Mario Kart guy.
Yeah.
Right? I've played it a lot. Every time I play it, I have a good time. I enjoy it. I respect it. I respect people who play Mario Kart. I really do. And I just don't really get excited for Mario Kart. Like, I don't know. It's just the I don't know what it is. Just the formula. Just maybe it's just I'm not a big party game person. I just don't really get excited about Mario Kart.
It's because it's not Forza Horizon.
That being said, this is the most anticipated I think I've almost ever been for a Nintendo game.
Wait.
Yeah.
For a Nintendo game?
Yeah, the only one I can think of that's more exciting. Nope.
Metroid Prime 4.
I was literally just about to say that, buddy. Calm down.
Oh,
I was about to say
that's cap. That's cap. You capping. You can't just be like, oh, but there's this one exception.
First of all, I said one of my most anticipated. And second of all, I was about to follow up with the only other one I could think of is Metroid Prime 4. Hey, run it back. I was literally about to say it. But no, actually though, this is like 10 out of 10 excitement for me.
Dang.
I honestly, this actually goes over Metroid Prime 4 in this aspect. I don't know if I've ever watched a Nintendo trailer and I've like wanted to actually put my hands on the stick so hard. Pause.
What, bro? Okay, bro. Like, you like that could have been passable, bro. Like the control stick, man.
Bro, I've never like in the moment I'm like, God, I want to play this like right now. Like I want to play it so bad. And it really comes down.
Bro wants to get his hands on that stick so dang bad.
Bro, hey, listen. But truth be said, though, it really comes down to, for me, it's the game modes. It's what you're actually able to do in this game. The Knockout Tour, I think, is a brilliant idea.
Oh, dude, that's so fire.
Dude, I think that is going to be so god tier. Just running these online matches back to back to back, like the grind is real. I think that is so awesome. Yeah. I think the free roam is super duper exciting. If free roam ends up being like good, I'm not maybe saying like Forza Horizon good, but like if it's at least fun where I can just go out, explore, find cool collectibles, maybe find some customization things, find new like cars, whatever. Fire. I think that'll be amazing. The roster is, like you said, goated. I think the gameplay looks goated. I think grinding on rails, wall jumping looks goated. The new power-ups, goated. Costumes, they're my biggest
no
problem.
More zero gravity.
Yes.
Thank you.
My biggest thing about Mario Kart, and I think the reason I didn't really like love it, is it was just racing. Like it was just choose a course and do it. And it just got really repetitive really quickly for me. I get it's like one of the most loved games of all time, and I understand why. But for me, it just never really got to that, like, I love Mario Kart. This excites me because this is like something I actually see myself putting tons of hours into. And I've never felt like that about Mario Kart. And I just love what they're doing with this Mario Kart so much. like this is easily like one of the most anticipated games I've ever been for Nintendo. The only ones I can think of are Metroid Prime and Dread and Pokemon Snap. Truthfully,
Xenoblade wasn't up there.
no, because
Okay.
I
I'm
didn't
just saying-
I didn't know if I
yeah.
was gonna like it, so I don't know. I was really just sold on the game from that one trailer. I was like, I think I
Yeah.
gotta play this game. But now, really, the only other 3 games I can think that that are better is Metroid Dread, Metroid Prime, and Pokemon Snap, and those are very biased to me, obviously. So it's like obvious, but like I just never expected me to be so excited for this Mario Kart game. That has been the trailer I've rewatched the most, because I've genuinely been like trying to analyze all these frames, like, yo, look at this dude in the back doing all these cool things, like, and I just love that. Like, I just absolutely love that. I love the name of the game. I think Mario Kart World is on the money. I love the visual, the courses. Oh, don't get me started on the courses. There's a whole Donkey Kong level, like OG Donkey Kong level, where he's throwing barrels down at you. Oh my gosh,
at the very end,
dude! Like, it's there. I know what you mean. Like, this game probably won't be perfect, but like this really does seem like the creme de la creme of Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Like,
but I think as time goes on, they can even like improve it, because like the knockout is, you know what's funny? I think this is the first time, and I'm pretty certain of this. I played like almost all of them coming up. Knockout mode has never been a thing. That actually started as like a modded thing for the Wii that a lot of people actually made them, and it's still actually very popular on the Wii. So to see that become an option is really cool. I like how they got away from the whole part system, and we're going back to just like normal like cart customization, which I will say the only downside to that is everyone's going to pick the same cart that is just the best. But at least you don't have the same people picking the same parts that are just going to make you better. Like, you're forced to pick these parts in order to actually do something. But I think I only have one concern for the game, and it's the free roam. And I'm really wondering how that is going to work, because like, I don't know how big these courses really will be. And also, like, how fun is that going to be to do it multiple times? Like, yes, I can go on like the main course that they've shown. Like, yeah, I can go get a bite to eat down at Yoshi's Burgeria, but like, what else is there gonna be besides that? You know, like, what else am I gonna be able to do?
See, the way I'm kind of hoping it is for anybody who's played Lego Batman 2 or Lego Marvel Superheroes. No, stay with me. There's like a hub world, and in the hub world, you have to go certain places, like figure out how to reach these certain spots to unlock new characters, new outfits, new things. I almost want it to be like that, where you have this open area and you have to go to these places to unlock new things. Kind of like how Mario Baseball was. You didn't have the full roster at the beginning. You had to go explore the whole island to unlock all the characters and stuff. I kind of just hope that's how this is. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is. The reason we have characters like the cow, like the penguin. What if you have to go to those areas and you have to find the cow? I'm serious. like what if that is the case? And I think that might be what I tried. But I completely agree with you. I think, even though I am excited for the free roam, I think that is the one thing where it's like that could either make it worse or it can make it better. It really just depends on how it ends up being executed. But
we got some chats.
Yeah.
Go ahead. How do you think they handle expansion pass / legacy tracks, since the openness of Mario Kart World kind of makes closed tracks obsolete?
I think they just add like an island or something with like a few more tracks, with like a bridge going over to that island or something like that.
Probably, because it's all like within like the, not like the hub, but like when you select all the maps, it's all like within one, like it's all connected in some way, right? On the thing. I'd assume like because this game will definitely get more content, of course.
Right. Well, that was gonna be the one thing. Something else that I'm super duper excited for this game is, granted, yes, it is $80, but if you buy this game, you're almost guaranteed to get new content every single year for this game, because this game fundamentally seems built to be a live service game, but it's not actually a live service game. Right? Let's add in new tracks. Let's add in new characters. Let's add in new costumes. Let's add in new cars. There's so many things that they could do to just add content on a consistent basis. And I think with how many different modes there are, how many different features are in the game, it almost feels like there's going to be endless playability here. And people thought about that for Mario Kart 8. And so just imagine what it's going to be like now. It's just really, really exciting. Like I'm honestly shocked. Like I can't believe it. Like it happened this morning. Again, I was in my freezer. It always happens in the freezer, bro. It always happens in the freezer.
I was in my freezer.
But I'm listening to pop podcasts and everything. Everyone talk about it, and I just kept hearing them talk about Mario Kart. And the more I was listening and listening to it, I just slowly realized I'm actually so excited for this game. Yeah. I that was the last game I thought I'd be excited for, because I was never a Mario Kart person. I thought it was kind of overrated, but now it's like, I'm ready. Like,
there's a lot of new ideas that I think are really cool. I think that was the issue with like Mario Kart 8 is like it had new ideas to it, but I feel like it could have been more. And then you just got Deluxe, which like just gave like new tracks or like old tracks as well, which is fine. But this one has a whole lot of more new stuff to it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we get 24 racers now. Like, I hope you don't always have to do 24. I do think that's what they'll make you do, though, unless I'm wrong. But besides that, like, I will say getting 23rd or 24th has to be awful. Gotta be god awful.
I just think, because like watching the Treehouse thing, it made me appreciate how much detail is being put into the game. And it's just like so many minor things, like the fact that there are some tracks where you will actually start the race like everybody's slowly driving, and and then once it starts, like everybody then like speeds up, and that's how it like actually begins. So I just love it. It's just like minor differences and minor changes to just make it feel like a true like innovation in it. And I just love that. I do absolutely agree with what you guys might said. I do love that they have, I could see that it's similar to how Horizon does like the Hot Wheels DLC and stuff. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like, I could honestly see them throwing like other franchises in here at some point.
Bro, if that was gonna be the thing I said, if they do DLC, whatever they end up doing, I want Nintendo characters up in here.
Yeah.
I want Link back. I want Animal Crossing. I want Kirby on the shooting star.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kirby. Yeah.
I want Samus in the ship.
Oh, dude.
I want
awesome.
I want Olimar in his rocket ship.
Captain Falcon.
Yep. I would love Star Fox, but that franchise currently is dead. So.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that'd be awesome. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just in love with this game. Like, actually, this is 100% my most my favorite game out of this show. And I thought it'd be my least favorite. So yeah. They absolutely cooked. Yeah. I think
listen, bro. If there's anything I could use my wish for, like I could wish for a Mario Galaxy 3. I could. That's like my number one wish, but I'd rather just bring back Star Fox, man. I really would. I just feel like they've brought back so many franchises. I would love to see Star Fox come back. I mean, F-Zero too, but I just think Star Fox is like, I just can't believe I sit here and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, we've had Star Fox since the 64. And we have not had a Star Fox game in so long.
Zero was last one, right?
This is the Wii U.
2016, I think. probably
something like that.
15 or 16 is one of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, and just I don't even know if I know this from you. What are your top 3 wish lists like franchises to return? I know my 3. Mine is Star Fox as well, Punch Out, and I know this is a kind of odd one, but I would say Poke Park because I love Poke Park. But.
Star Fox, F-Zero, and it's either Punch Out or Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus is a good one.
Kid Icarus is not because of me, but I know it has such a big cult following. Yeah. And I like when people get what they want, even if it's not really what I want.
Earthbound's another good one.
I would say Punch Out is the one I would want more, but we're not getting another Punch Out, and it's not because Nintendo wouldn't do it, but I kind of realized after talking with people that Punch Out is a little racist. Like, actually, it depicts a lot of characters as very stereotypical, like the French characters all have baguettes and all like have these certain stereotypes. Like Punch Out is a very like controversial game when it came out for the Wii because it had a lot of racist stereotypes put on it. So I don't really know if Nintendo would be willing to take that precaution to really doing that.
Yosemite came in with a banger. You said F-Zero Star Fox, and I love it. Wave Race, dude. That's awesome. What a shout. What a shout.
Yeah. I think mine overall, my personal, would be like Star Fox, F-Zero, and I just don't think we'll ever get Punch Out again. I'd say maybe like Kid Icarus. I mean, Earthbound's never going to get anything, let's be real.
Yeah.
And then like everything else is pretty much like I feel like everything else is, I mean, who wants another Ice Climbers?
Right. What would be your top 3 like dream games? Like if you could have 3 games announced in the next Direct, any 3 games, what would they be? I know mine would be Dread 2, Metroid Dread 2, a new Mario plus Rabbids, and like another like Super Mario RPG, like the Square Enix one kind of.
All right, hear me out. My number 1 is obviously Galaxy 3. It's just there's no way it's not.
Makes sense.
Dread 2 is not a wish because it's gonna happen.
Right.
Star Fox, but 3D, but like Assault for the GameCube.
Okay.
Because I want more than just flying in space. I want way more. Like I have pictured that game as like an action adventure game.
Yeah.
Like I've thought of this
Star
in my
Wars
mind how I'd want it. But like way better.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd hope so.
That would be like my second, and then my third.
I take back Dread 2 because you're right. That is absolutely gonna happen. I want Poke Park 3, Poke Park 3, another Mario plus Rabbids, and like another Super Mario RPG. Ooh, that's a good name, Star Fox Adventures. That's actually a fire name.
No, that's already. I think that's already a game. That's already one of the names of it. I think so. Yeah, Star Fox Adventures. I think that's for the. I don't remember what it's for. Yeah, that's already a game. Yeah, that's for that one's for the GameCube, yeah. I'd want something like that. Let me see. What would be my third one? I'm trying
Mario
to think
X Sonic 3D platformer.
No, just keep them separate, bro. My third let me think of franchises.
Galaxy 3, 4,
5. Man, that's hard. Cause like most things are gonna happen. I feel like a lot of my dreams are things that I don't feel like are gonna happen. I would have said Tomodachi Life 2, but now it's real. So I can't, I can't really wish for that anymore. You know what? It's not a Nintendo franchise. It's not a Nintendo. Oh my God! Yep, there it
There you
is,
go.
Nintendo Land 2. Because I love the first one so much.
Yeah.
I love the first one.
Yeah. Eminem
No,
Racer
no,
2.
no, no. We another Wii Party game. Another Wii Party. They're better than Mario Party. Don't at me. Do not at me and don't sleep on that. Wii Party and Wii Party U are better than
You talking about like
80% of the Mario parties.
we play or stuff? Like, is that what you're talking about? Like we play?
Yeah, but it's Wii Party and Wii Party
Oh.
U.
Hmm.
Yes.
Interesting. All right.
Trust
Anyway,
me.
back to the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. We gotta definitely went off there, but yeah, Mario Kart
Yeah.
World looking banger. The next game we're gonna talk about is Welcome Tour. Garbage. Get out of here. The next game.
Wow,
we're gonna
that
yeah,
man, that we were on that for so long, man.
yep. A lot to talk about.
You want to talk about the next big one that
Pretty
they
much.
announced?
Pretty much.
Zelda.
Yeah. So Legend of Zelda, or it's not even called Legend of Zelda. It's just called Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. Which
Imprisonment. Yeah.
Quite the name.
Kind of a. I like that name.
I do too. It feels serious.
Because you had Age of Calamity. So
Yeah.
you know.
I'm actually kind of excited for this. I'm not like anyway. It's nowhere near Mario Kart, but like I actually have high hopes for this. I guess is the best way to put it. I have high hopes because with the better hardware, these kind of games may actually be like enjoyable. Because all the Warriors games on the Switch 1 is a nightmare. And so if we're actually getting high frame rates, pretty good visuals, good loading speeds, I feel like these could actually be pretty exciting. These games are never like outstanding in terms of story or like content or anything, but they have such fun gameplay. It's like I'm honestly down if you take Tears of the Kingdom, make it a prequel, and give it that Hyrule Warriors gameplay. I think this could be a fun title. I don't think this is going to sell a lot or be a groundbreaking hit, but I think this is definitely a good one for like filling the gap between big releases. In which I said that during my Play Your Way podcast prediction, which by the way I was on the money. I said there's at least going to be one or two games here that is like a weird curveball, like spin-off, like returning thing, and that was Hyrule Warriors and Kirby Air Riders, like two completely curveball things. That is like it's so like unpredictable that you almost can't predict it, but at the same time it makes complete sense. Like it's not really like that surprising. So it's like, for me that's one of like Hyrule Warriors is like I didn't see it coming. I almost couldn't have predicted it, but it makes so much sense. And honestly, I think it works. I think this could be a fun title.
Yeah, especially if like you're a fan of like Dynasty Warriors,
Right?
Especially Origins, the one that came out. I mean, I would assume it's coming from the same team as they quite literally made the other two. So,
not the same team, the same publisher though. Koei Tecmo publishes both, but the actual developer is different.
Oh, really? Wait, no, but I thought we looked this up though. I thought the Hyrule's Warrior teams made Origins, the new Dynasty Warriors. I feel like me, you, and Christian, like all three looked this up.
Well, go ahead and talk about it while I.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. Like I'm on like a decent amount of hype. I definitely want to know what the price is gonna be for it. Because that may impact how I feel on it. But I do like that it's gonna be Tears of the Kingdom, or like Breath of the Wild themed, because we had what like the Wii U version was like the Wii U version was more of like its own thing. Like it was still like normal Link, but then you had like some Skyward Sword characters in there, and you had like a bunch of like different characters from like other games, And then the Switch version, like, what were characters in there? Like, was it kind of, what did Link look like? I can't remember.
Link wasn't in it.
Oh yeah, he wasn't in it. I forgot. I never played the Switch one. I never played it.
I played the demo that you were able to
Yeah.
the free demo.
Mm-hmm.
Same
But
thing with
I
Fire
like
Emblem
the-
Warriors.
Yeah, I like that we're going the Tears of the Kingdom route. I like how it's kind of like a prologue to kind of figuring out, like, what happened beforehand, which I think is cool because it's like, oh man, Link is asleep, and it's like, okay, what has Zelda been dealing with, all that time beforehand. So I think it's really cool to see that, and it's a small little game that can hold us over until the next big Zelda,
Yeah.
being whatever that is.
Speaking of, I may have to switch my top 3 wishlist games because Yosemite in the chat cooking. Give me a Wind Waker 2. Like, it doesn't have to be Wind Waker 2. Give me a Zelda in the style of Wind Waker.
I just don't see them getting off the Badawa, like,
Yeah, I know.
like open world Zelda
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
stuck now.
don't.
It's stuck in there.
I think they should, because I think now like Zelda's so big, I feel like it's gonna sell no matter what. But I feel like they're on this hot streak. Why stop? Like, why not? Just
You know
do
what
a
I
trilogy?
actually really like the idea of,
You
which
know?
I feel like they're almost doing in a way, is the mainline Zeldas are Link. As of recently, the non like straightforward mainlines have been Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Now Hyrule's is Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom was Zelda, whereas then the last 2 Zelda games were Link. I actually really like the idea.
Are we getting a
of,
Zelda Souls-like?
I actually really like the idea of them using Zelda as the main character for non like the big Zeldas. You know what I mean? I actually kind of like that idea because that opens a lot of possibilities for gameplay and like stories and just different takes on the franchise. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying it could be really interesting.
I agree, Yosemite. I need a classic dungeon base.
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree, man.
100%.
I think the people that want it, I think we deserve it.
We do.
Unfortunately, I think that's gonna be saved for a remake or like a remaster kind of, which I think depending on what you choose, I think if they like remade Ocarina of Time, that would be dope. Personally though, I'm gonna say it, I don't want Ocarina of Time remake. I want Majora's Mask over it. But Ocarina of Time makes the most sense.
Yeah, it does.
But low key, I think remaking that game would be such a smart idea. That would actually like go hard, because like that's easily one of the most loved, and like seeing how old that game is now and like seeing it in like new, like, oh man, that would be insane. Like you never would think in this day and age like to remake a game like Ocarina of Time. That's crazy if that was like an actual thing that happened. So
I love how Yosemite puts at the end of his chats, you don't have to read this a lot. I don't know why. It makes me laugh. But yeah, Hyrule Warriors. Pretty good, cool little announcement there. Nothing crazy though. I guess technically, chronologically, the next big one that was announced is Dusk Bloods.
Yeah, dude. I think that might be the most wild announcement I've ever seen in my entire life. Like a From Software game is an exclusive on the Switch only. Who in their mind does that? Nintendo of all people, not Xbox and not Sony. We're talking Nintendo. Someone that has never had a FromSoft game except for the old ones, like 1 and like they haven't had them, I think, for that long. They don't even have Elden Ring, the biggest one, and now they have a exclusive FromSoft game on the Switch too. They really
Not only is it From Software, it's Miyazaki from Software too.
Oh heck no! You're lying.
No, it's Miyazaki.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just hope that thing runs well.
They literally said if PlayStation ain't gonna give us a Bloodborne 2, we're gonna go to Nintendo and they'll let us do it.
Even though it's not Bloodborne 2, let's get it real. It's the closest.
It's a spiritual
you'll probably
successor.
get.
It looks like a spiritual successor.
It definitely looks like it. But
Yeah.
the whole multiplayer thing is not kind of like
Yeah.
separates it from that. But
Yeah, it does.
still.
Yeah, no, that's Dust Bloods is crazy. I agree with you. It's one of the most shocking, insane reveals ever. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like
I'm
against like there's like I wouldn't even say there's such low odds. There's like no odds for that. Like how like
yeah.
that was on absolutely no one's bingo cards.
I will say anyone that like Maximilian dude or I can't remember who said it. I think it was Maximilian dude or somebody else like because we thought it was Castlevania. I still wish it was Castlevania.
Yeah, I do too.
I personally really wanted it to be Castlevania. I remember, and I was going through reactions to see that people love From Software so much and could just tell by the
I know.
look of the game. I'm like,
well, I did that with Sorrows. I mean, I did that with Sorrows.
I mean, yeah, but that to me is more obvious. Like that legit could have been a lot of games. Like I was seeing Resident Evils, I was seeing Castlevanias. Yes, I did see some some Resident Evil people. Like because I mean it's like Dead, Dark, and like I was seeing a lot of Castlevanias, but then I think it was Maximilian dude, he's like, this just looks like a FromSoft thing. It just does.
Yeah.
And it just pops up and I'm like, okay, dude. Sure, man.
Okay, so Yosemite, the thing he
Huge
said.
get, but worried about sales.
Okay,
Dude. I don't know. I think that's a system seller. That is a system seller.
So here's the conversation I want to have. In my opinion, this will go down as one of the most important directs Nintendo has ever done. And not even in terms of, hey, this is kicking off the next generation. I think from an industry standpoint, this is going to be one of the most important events to ever happen. Because what this event, if it did anything, price of games aside, first-party games aside, hardware aside, if this event did one thing, it did this. It actually put Nintendo on Xbox and PlayStation's playing field. Throughout the whole last generation, we were saying how, like, yes, they are the big three and they are still competition, but like Nintendo's their own thing. Like they are completely out of it. Like they are so separate. It's like they're not even in the same industry sometimes. Mm-hmm. Whereas now we're living in a world where almost any game that's on the PlayStation and Xbox can be on the Switch. And we're at the point now where we're getting exclusive FromSoft games on the Nintendo Switch. It's like, that is not just a, hey, Bayonetta coming to Nintendo Switch exclusive. That is a statement. Like, so now, from now on, every time big third-party games are announced, you have to take into consideration it might also be releasing on Switch. Like, now it does actually feel like they are the big three. Not just Xbox versus PlayStation, and here's Nintendo. Like, it actually feels like Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo are the big three. You can buy any console, you get their exclusives, and you get the third-party games. And I think that's really huge. I think that's really good. Obviously, Nintendo is going to have the weakest console in terms of hardware, but that is also off-weighted by all the positives and benefits that you get from Nintendo. And that just goes for all three. All three have their weak points, and they have their strong suits. And I think that is ultimately what has to make up your mind if you only choose to buy one. But no matter what, this Direct did one thing, and it legitimized Nintendo Switch as a competitor in the bigger AAA third-party space. They're no longer just the Nintendo IP machine. They are the video game machine now.
Yeah.
And I think that's I mean, Yosemite said it earlier. Cyberpunk. We have Elden Ring, which just won Game of the Year 3 years ago. We have like games recently like Star Wars Outlaws, like Split Fiction. We have upcoming third-party games like Tony Hawk. Like there is everything. They're having almost every single sport game on here. WWE, NBA, Madden, FC. This is a legitimate console that you can buy and pretty much get everything, including Nintendo's exclusives. And I think that's huge. Granted, it's not the most exciting when it comes to like us who have every console, and who really watch the events for new game announcements and for those big mind-blowing reveals. Yeah, it may not be the most exciting thing, but it's one of the most important. No doubt.
Yeah.
Like it definitely in the moment it's like, all right, let's stop focusing on third party, but at the same time it's like they had to, because this was the moment to do it, and they did it. They did it in shining colors. They did third party so much that they just hovered over Silksong for like 4 seconds. Like they just went on rapid fire. Here's third party, here's third party, here's third party, here's third party. They had studios and publishers come from all around the world. Like I loved how they did it. It's like you just see this dude on screen, and in the background you saw the Hazelight logo. It's like, oh wow, Hazelight's here. And then you saw Square Enix in the background. You're like, oh, Square Enix is here. Yo, Capcom's here. Yo, like this studio's here. This studio's here. Borderlands showed up. Like Borderlands being on the Switch, launching on the Switch, and having mouse capabilities. You're telling me that's not even something Xbox and PlayStation have. You can't play Borderlands with a mouse on PlayStation and Xbox. Now, granted, we don't know how great the mouse is actually going to be on Switch.
Yeah.
But it's like, that is a feature for a big third-party game that is almost exclusive to Switch. And that's crazy to think about. Civilization being a heavy PC thing, that coming over to Switch is huge. Like, this event did one thing better than any other Direct, and that is solidified the Nintendo Switch 2 as a legit competitor to the competition, and not even competitor in the terms of they now have to fight for number one. They have no number one. They've had number one for a while now, more or less in the same market now, is what's more interesting.
Well, because now they have all the games that PlayStation and Xbox get, and the only way that they're not is if they pull a Sony and just sign a deal, you know?
Right.
I mean, they're gonna basically get everything now, so it's like now you're fighting on top of like Nintendo. Like Xbox is like, well, crap, like now people are not gonna just buy the specific game on our console anymore. It's also
I think also
over there now. So.
I think also Dust Bloods is a great warning, because now if you're a PlayStation and Xbox user, you may have to be worried that Nintendo is going to lock down third party exclusives now.
Yeah.
If you have an Xbox and PlayStation, you're not going to be able to play the next From Software game. Think about that. That's like insane. That's like would have been unheard of as of a week ago.
Nintendo of all company, and I wanted to respond to Yosemite, because I have my personal prediction. Yeah, my expectation is that it comes out somewhere else. It sounds like FromSoft owns the rights to the game, unlike Bloodborne. I do agree.
That is true.
On one of the parts. We'll see. I'm not doubting, but I just think hardcore FromSoft players are waiting for the announcement of it elsewhere. But I did love the third-party support. Nintendo hasn't had that since GameCube/Wii. But also with how FromSoft develops games and their timeline, they could announce Elden Ring 2 in June and it's out next year. No, because Dust Blood is out next year. Elden Ring 2 is like 2028. I don't think it's Elden Ring 2 though. I think we get like another Sekiro or something instead. I think we get something that is not Elden Ring 2 personally.
Yeah, we're not getting Elden Ring 2 for a couple more years.
I can tell you now the only reason they got this game was because they know that FromSoft is just that guy. And that is a system seller. That is legit a system seller.
Yep.
And I truly believe because FromSoft is that guy. They are those guys.
They're
Like,
the only
they-
studio to win 2 game of the years.
Like,
And they've
they're
only
on
been
another
third party.
level. And we have Night Rain coming out, which is going to be our first test for a multiplayer game.
Check
If
this.
that does really well, like,
It's true. From Software has released a big something 5 years in a row now with Dustbloods.
Mhm.
Elden Ring in 22, Armored Core in 23, Shadow of the Erdtree in 24, Night Rain in 25, Dustbloods in 26. They're actually a machine. Like it's actually insane what they're doing. And to be honest, it's unheard of because all those games are incredible. Like every single one of them is in the game of the year conversation every single time. And so yeah, and just the fact that like Nintendo got that locked down now is just like, what?
They got to be getting overworked. That's all I know.
Yeah, for sure.
They got 423 employees though, as of June 2024.
Yeah. But yeah, just absolutely crazy announcement there. And I think, and it just makes sense that was the final third-party announcement. I mean, there is almost no bigger third-party studio right now than from Software. So you literally ended your whole push for third-party with the one that runs the whole dang thing. So, I like they came out and made a statement.
Yeah.
And also something else I will add. This some people may disagree with, and I understand with. I actually am personally a fan of them making a lot of their games Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. Because I wish we could go back to the days where we actually had generations, like the 360 to the Xbox One. Once the Xbox One came out, that is now the current generation. Not like we're in 2025 and we're still getting PS4 and Xbox One games. It's like, come on. Like, it doesn't even feel like a generation. It just feels like an upgraded console at this point. And so I do like how it's like Mario Kart. It's on the next Switch. Donkey Kong, it's on the next Switch. Kirby Air Ride, it's on the next Switch. I like that. I get it if you are a Switch 1 owner and you're not wanting to buy a Switch 2. That's definitely upsetting, and I get that for sure. But I think in terms of like what generations are supposed to be, I'm personally a fan of this. But that's just my take. I also think business-wise, it is going to hurt them, but it's going to be good for them in the long run. So I don't know. That's just my take.
It's also like how long do you want to focus on old consoles still? Like,
right.
do you really want to, keep doing that? I mean, like, in terms of like exclusives, I am just so shocked this is an exclusive because I think regardless, this is gonna sell as long as they make it run well. That's literally all it has to do. It just has to run well and be good. That's all it needs to, and that's a system seller, man. Like, that will sell pretty well.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Do you
want me to be honest with you?
I am. Yeah.
I think if Dustblood launched 3 or 2 years into the Switch's 2 life cycle, I think it would end up becoming FromSoft's highest and best-selling game. Because the Switch effect.
Yeah.
Almost every single franchise that has released a new thing on the Switch 2 exclusively has broken that franchise's previous record. Even things like Bayonetta did it. Like, the Switch is just the highest user count. They have the highest sales in terms of software units. They have the highest sales in almost every aspect when it comes to it, except like the cost of the console. But even then, I think they even still make more profit off of consoles than Xbox and PlayStation. So it's like, because because Dustbloods is launching in the first year of the Switch, not everyone's gonna have a Switch 2. So it's like you're not gonna get that full Switch effect yet because you're not having that like 100 million player base that we're used to the Switch having right now.
Yeah.
But if it happened like 3-4 years into life cycle, I almost guarantee you Dustbloods would become the best selling from software game. If it's good, of course. If it's good, which I mean, no doubt. So
my only fear is they just have a lot going on, but it just has to be really good and run well. That's literally it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just it needs to just run really well.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only reason people are upset is because this is a new console. Yes, they promise 60 FPS, 4K. But is every third-party game... Because I will say some games have not been proven to run very great. Some games, I've been hearing a lot of people say Elden Ring off the first teaser. Even like the cinematic shots looked a little rough around the edges. Which I can't say like it can't be fixed or anything. I do think Dustbloods will be a smaller game, so it should be easier to handle that, because Elden Ring is a bigger game. But like even with like Cyberpunk, I mean Cyberpunk is huge, but that's been confirmed it's at like 40 FPS.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But still, I think one of the craziest announcements I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely like top 5 most unexpected announcements ever.
One of them for me, the one that pops into mind for me, it's along the same lines of like you would never think it would ever happen. And that is Hideo Kojima making an Xbox exclusive. That's like he like what? Like he barely even released his game on Xbox, and now he's making an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
Like what?
I think it sits there for like biggest surprises for me is like especially I mean it's just 2 studios, but Ninja Gaiden working with like Platinum Games.
Right.
Like,
right.
Just out of left field, just like, yep. Here you go. Like here are these like random 2 things like coming together that makes like, you know, I think one of them doesn't really make any sense to me at all with Nintendo and FromSoft, but I mean, still, I would have never expected. Like, really think about that.
You know what's funny? Is the night before the event, we were literally talking about what like crazy collabs like would be like, and we went through all these different companies. Little did we know we'd be seeing Nintendo and From Software the very next day.
oh yeah, yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, give me Ninja Gaiden 4 on Switch 2 with 120 FPS.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. That's the thing. It's like now that's possible.
Yeah, it comes out in fall.
It's possible, dude.
Yeah. It's funny because I had a conversation with him, like he was saying, at night, and I was like, what are like some crazy game, like, because like collaborations, I've realized I want more collaborations because we're getting a lot of cool things because of them.
Yeah, we are.
Especially Death Stranding 2 with Kojima and Guerrilla Games behind. Which is that's gonna be one of the best looking games of all time.
Oh yeah. Facts.
That currently, in my mind, the 2 games that are gonna sit at the best visuals are that and South of Midnight at the current moment. But what is it? Yeah, we were going through, like, I was naming stuff, and we were just being like, okay.
You talking about this year specifically, or like of all time?
Yeah, no, just this year.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't know if South of Midnight is like one of the best looking games ever, but
just this year specifically. Okay. But we were going through stuff. It'd be like, okay, what would you know, like what are some? Who did we pick? Who did we put?
We went to.
We did like Xbox and like
Xbox,
Square Enix, and we
Square
said
Enix, right. Machine Games Just Cause. Machine Games Just Cause.
Oh yeah. And then we did
PlayStation and EA. PlayStation EA. Yeah. And we said Dead Space was the best one we could come up with.
Yeah. And then you said for like Final Fantasy team working on Fable.
Oh yeah, I said yeah. Final Fantasy doing Fable.
which would be interesting. And then we had some other ones that was like Sega and somebody, I think.
Sega and Warner Bros. Something like that. I think it was. What wasn't it? Or
I don't think we came up with anything.
no, I think it was Sega and Ubisoft. It was Sega and Ubisoft.
Maybe. What did we come up for that? Like Sega makes a new Rayman,
Something like that. Yeah.
probably. But yeah, we were having fun with stuff like that, and From Software never came up once.
No, we didn't even think about From Software. But here we are, Nintendo and From Software collaboration. Awesome.
Yep.
All right, going on to the next game, we have
Be
Kirby
the
Air
second
Riders.
Yep. Man. Man, this game did not do well critically, I remember, but it is a fan favorite.
It is.
People
It's
really
a cult
love it.
classic. It's a cult classic for sure.
It's a certified hood classic.
Yeah. I have no knowledge of like I know what Kirby Air Riders is. I've seen it, but like
Yeah.
I've never even like
We'll see what it looks like.
yeah, I have no idea what to expect genuinely.
Yeah.
I will
I mean,
say
and
this was the weirdest one to me. Like this was the weirdest
Mhm.
announcement of all of them because I know they're probably two completely different games. I just find it weird announcing a Kirby racer and a Mario racer in the same
bro,
direct.
you're literally like everyone else I've talked to, and I've said it thousands of times. It just does not matter because my friends like, why are they putting it out the same year as Mario Kart? And I said, honestly, can we be real? Mario Kart's coming out every year because not everyone is getting a Switch the first year, which means the next people that get the Switch next is going to be year 2 pretty much,
Yeah.
which Mario Kart's still going to be out, and it's going to act as if it's been out that year too. Mario Kart does not come out year 1. It comes out year 1, year 2, and year 3. Let's be real.
in year 4, in year 5, in year 6.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But no, even that aside, I am still pretty interested in it just because Kirby's awesome, man. Kirby's awesome. Sakurai's amazing.
See, that's what
and-
I'm curious about. I'm curious what him as a director is going to do for this game because I think with him at the helm, I think he can look at the past game and be like, okay, we need to do some stuff a little bit different here. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be more innovative. It's got to be, it's got to have some different things to it. And I'm glad to see Sakurai still making games because that man needs to retire. Like, as much as I love the man, he has worked way too hard to keep. But that's why I respect him. Like, Sakurai passing away is going to be the equivalent. Like, it's gonna be like the Miyamoto effect. Like, that dude is a living legend. That dude is passionate for video games in so many ways. It's actually insane.
Dude,
I mean, the guy had
there's so many people who, when they die,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like we just lost like video
Yeah.
games, right? Like
Yeah, I mean Sakurai literally made videos like his own mini series on like how to make video games and like how he started and began making video games and like it's insane to think about. But I think it's fantastic that he's back. I'm glad that he's working on the smaller project and it sounds like they haven't been working on it too long. It sounds like
2 years.
thought I heard something
I
like
heard 2
2 years,
Yeah.
which honestly isn't bad at all. Maybe
No.
like closer to 3 maybe. If that is the case with whenever it comes out, but still like not too bad. I have faith in it. I have faith it'll be a good game.
yeah, I
don't
faith.
expect it to be anything crazy, but
See,
it's nice to have those little games in there.
this is just my guess again from somebody who really doesn't really even know what Kirby Air Riders is. I just know it's a racer kind of thing. I almost think Kirby Air Riders is going to be more along the lines of like what normal Mario Kart is, just like race after race after race, like on
Yeah.
course and course and course, right? Like I don't think there's going to be free roam. I don't think there's going to be very much customization or anything like that. I think it's just going to be gameplay loop over and over again,
Yeah.
pretty much, which I think is good to a certain degree. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But I agree with you. I do think this is going to be a smaller, more just like fun title rather than like a big like expansive thing. So we'll have to see what.
Nothing. I just thought about the last game.
Well, before we go to the last game, I realized we didn't touch on. I mean, because we talked about the controversy, but the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games. Like we haven't actually talked about that.
Oh yeah.
I actually really, I may actually get Jamboree, bro. I rewatched that trailer. They're adding a lot to that game.
Yeah.
Like,
too bad I just sold it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you were saying that.
Because I played it 3 times. So what was the point in keeping it?
Yeah.
So now if I want it back,
$80.
I just gotta pay $80 for it. No, but actually, how does that work though? Because like, can't I just buy the old one and then just do the upgrade?
Yeah,
I feel like that's way easier than the 80.
I mean, the old one's still like 54 pre-owned at GameStop. So I mean,
well, yeah.
And
but
then
like,
if the upgrade's $20, then you're still gonna be spending like $70. But
pretty much. But I probably won't. I'll probably just not.
Yeah.
It don't matter to like I barely got to play it. Like it sucks because I was enjoying it, but whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Superstar's better.
But I will say I am a big fan of the whole Nintendo Switch 2 Edition things that go on. I hate the prices, but like I really like what they're doing. It's not just
It'll be worse.
It could be worse. I'm not. I love what they're doing. It's not just a simple port with next gen, like visuals. Which, granted, Zelda pretty much is just that. But like Kirby and Forgotten Land is a great example. They're enhancing the visuals, but they're adding in a whole new story DLC. Like I love that. I think that's super duper awesome. Same thing with Metroid. Not only are you getting much better visuals, but you're getting great performance modes, and you're getting the ability to do the mouse shooting, which I think is really, really cool. And Pokemon, regardless what you think of the game, the visuals, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
I almost got sold.
Dude, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, ain't no way this is Pokemon.
I literally was talking to Dre, and I was like, dude, it looks 10 times better. He's like, it looks better. And I'm like, dude, it looks so much better. He's like, it just looks better. And I'm like, I get it. Pokemon could look way better as a whole. But, bro, the backgrounds were so... If you go back and look at one of the first trailers for that game...
I know.
Oh,
it looked like cardboard in the background.
What a joke.
I know.
What a joke.
Yeah.
Like, oh my... And now we're getting free updates. Dude, I really hope Scarlet and Violet with this free update actually looks good. Because if it looks good and runs well, I think a lot of people will like that game more than, like...
I agree.
Because that was the thing. Because everyone said it was bad for other reasons, which is okay. But I think the main reason was, the frame rate and how it looked. I think you get rid of those issues. I think people will actually really enjoy the game.
Yeah.
I don't think it's perfect still. I understand maybe people aren't happy with the Pokemon. But I think the story and like the final area of the game is dope.
Oh, dude, the final 5 hours is freaking peak Pokemon,
dude.
bro. Like it's freaking
it's awesome.
Yeah.
You get in go in the dome and then it's like,
and then you go into
dude,
space
so cool.
and time and you go into some crazy places. No, but I really like what they're doing with the Nintendo Switch 2 editions. I really wish all of them were on the expansion pack. Like, I really do. And I wish they were not $80. Because to me, what this means is the upgrades are $20 each.
Well, it depends because PlayAsia has them listed mostly at 10 to 15, which may not be confirmed in total, but
here's another thing I hate about the whole pricing thing. I hate how they all vary.
Yeah.
because it makes it so confusing.
Mm-hmm.
And now, anytime a new game is announced, we're gonna have to be guessing what the price is instead of just knowing what it's gonna be. Like, I wish it would just be a foundation. Like, yo, upgrades are all $10 each. Nintendo Switch 2 editions are all 70. All our new games are 70 outside of like our major titles. Like, why do we have 5 different price points for 5 different things? You know, like it's really annoying.
Yeah, if we really are in the age of like money hungry Nintendo, they're not gonna make any sense, and they're gonna pick whatever price they really want.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm curious how much Dust Bloods is gonna be.
You think that's gonna be the big old fat $80?
It's gonna be 90. No, I'm just no. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, good stuff. Pro controller accessories. Anything you want to say on these things?
I may get a Pro controller, maybe not at the beginning, but maybe at some point I may get it. I mean, it's just an extra headphone jack, which is nice, but
Well, see, that's like a game changer for me.
I mean, yeah,
because
I
like playing my games with headphones sometimes, and I can't do that on Switch currently, unless I'm playing in handheld.
I don't know if I'll do it off the rip. I don't know yet. I'll see. I may. It depends, but I do like how they're keeping it simple still, and it's probably still going to be a great controller. Joy-Cons, I'll just keep my Joy-Con. I don't care.
Okay.
Enough. If my Joy-Cons are going to work the same, I don't even really play with Joy-Cons. I play with Pro controller. I always have, and I just don't see myself genuinely like using them much. But if I buy the console, I'm gonna get the Joy-Cons, but I won't get the Pro controller.
Yeah.
So actually, it doesn't matter.
Genuine question. One of the accessories is the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con 2 charging grip. Does this grip actually charge the Joy-Cons? I'm assuming so.
What does it look like? Is it like the controller thing?
Yeah, it's like where you can like connect it to just become like kind of like a Pro controller shape, but it's like obviously not.
I don't think the last one did. I think it just like connected them.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Them.
So maybe this is a whole new thing. It's like we'll charge your Joy-Cons while they're on it.
Because I don't remember the last one's charging. They just hooked up like as a controller for the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
But I think because the only way to charge them is you have to put them on the console. You'd have to slide them on the sides.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they made it to where you can charge your Joy-Cons and everything. On that.
But anyway, all right, let's get to. Oh, by the way, the GameCube controller is wireless, which I think is fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty cool.
Wait, can it be wired or wireless, or is it just wireless?
It's just wireless.
Okay. I'll probably just keep my controllers I have, because why not?
Well, it's not compatible with Switch 2, the old ones.
Continuing on, all right, John.
Let me know.
I'm not gonna win. I'm just not gonna win. If you get this last game on Fantasy Critic, I might be willing to trade you for Metroid. I may be willing to trade Metroid for it. And because I don't think I'm gonna win no matter what. I think no matter what I do, I've lost. And I've seen this game, and I love it so much. I might just be willing to get rid of Metroid because it is just something that I look at, and I've fallen in love with it. I don't even care about winning because I don't even think I have a shot anymore. But I want that game so bad. And knowing that I don't have any money to put down, it's oh man, it hurts my soul.
That's tempting.
Mm.
That's tempting. Because I'll tell you right now, you're definitely not getting the game. Yes. So
I gotta find a way, man. I gotta
now,
find
to
a
be
way,
fair,
whether
Jordan did tell me when I visited him at GameStop that he's pretty excited for it. So I don't know how much he's been for it. So I hope he doesn't steal it from me. Which that might be an issue.
Wait a minute. No, I've got the play. Because if he gets it, I'll trade him. Because I just need you to not get it. Because your scores are looking pretty good. But that's
No,
the
they're
midnight
not.
one hits you
No,
pretty
I was
hard.
about to say, no, they're not.
That's South. No, but like no, when these games come in, they're probably gonna score pretty well, is what I'm saying. Now you may have just had South of Midnight, which is not up on the higher end like I expect these other ones to be. But I need you to calm down because a lot of your games are looking like some high 80s. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan. I need you to keep it down a little bit, Buster.
So what are you gonna trade Jordan for it?
If I gotta get rid of Prime, bro.
No, he don't want Prime.
Bro, he don't want a guaranteed 90? I
Is
will
it, though?
take the point. I think it is.
Yeah,
I
think
think
it
it's
is too.
yes.
Yeah, I think it is too.
I think it's easily.
Yeah,
what
I think it
what a stupid question.
I was just trying to see what you said.
Even if it wasn't, let's say it's a high 88, I think it's gonna like Donkey Kong's gonna be a high 88. I legit would rather just get what I want, which is that game, for a lower score that would be Metroid. Because like I said, I don't think I'm gonna win. I just don't have any money, and I can't get rid of anything for money. I can't genuinely think what someone would want. I mean, unless Jordan. No, 3D Mario is coming out. I will not give up on this. I will not. I will stand strong because Mario has always been a launch title for every console. It's not going to stop this year. It won't.
I'll say this.
I'm going to stand firm.
If I get Donkey Kong, I'll trade you for Metroid Prime.
It's really tempting. It's very tempting.
Mainly just
It's really
because
tempting.
I'm on the same board. I don't know what's gonna score higher, but I just want Metroid Prime.
Oh, it's really tempting. Wait. What about if you get Donkey Kong? I trade you for Shinobi.
I knew you were gonna say that. No, because I want
You don't get-
Because I want something Nintendo on my team. I don't have anything Nintendo, so I want something Nintendo.
Because I got it all, baby.
Yeah, I know.
except Mario Kart.
Which Isaiah got it guaranteed 90.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Well, yeah. It's definitely a good pick from him, but his other stuff is a little questionable. But
Yeah.
I was gonna get it. I was going to, but I just it was a good pick. It was a really good pick. Me having that too, I would have been in a very crazy situation. But I don't know. It's interesting to talk about because I may be, but we got to see if you get it first. And plus, who knows? Maybe Isaiah is just like, yeah.
maybe
Let me like
Isaiah.
start playing again. Like, and Isaiah does have the most money. No, he doesn't actually. Wait. Oh, never mind. I thought he did not spend that much. I thought he spent not a lot, but he did more than I thought. I need Grand Theft Auto 6 to come out. I'm starting to think you're real. I'm starting to think it's not coming out
It's not.
unless they literally just pull a last second, which I could see them doing. Literally like promote it a month before it comes out and it's like, all right, it's out. But I just wanted to put that down on the table. Because this last game I am absolutely in love with. I am in love. I love it. I low-key think this is my most anticipated game for the Switch too.
There's not
is the
really
new
many.
3D Donkey Kong. Huh?
I mean, there's not really many to compete
I
with.
mean,
with
yeah,
it,
but like, there's Mario Kart. That's big, bro. There's Metroid Prime 4. But dude, this 3D Donkey Kong game got me going bananas. Got me going gorilla out here. I'm, dude. I saw the Nintendo Treehouse. Dude, Mario Odyssey is a game that I firmly respect. I don't think it's one of the best ones. I think it is one of the best 3D ones. I don't think it's an S tier one. I think it's like a top of A. But God, do they just cook? Do they Odyssey, like, I can see how like amazing that game is for what it is, even if my personal, I just don't find it to be as good as like 64 or Galaxy. But oh my God, I just look at this game. It just looks amazing. Once again, I don't even need to play it to sit there and know that this game is going to be really good. I can just look at it. There is so much charm. There is so much passion. And the fact that it's Donkey Kong, and this is the next 3D game we're getting in the next 25 years, and this is what it looks like. I don't care how much it is. It could be $80. I'm spending 80 on it. I don't care. Like, I really don't. Like, it genuinely looks amazing. I think this is quite frankly gone up on one of my most anticipated for the entire year. I am legit in love with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Which is a godlike title, by the way. Absolutely amazing. I am, like, getting more used to the DK design.
I like it. I actually really like it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'd still like the older version more, just because I'm more used to it, and I like the seriousness to DK, which I feel like the new one kind of lacks a little bit now. It's way more goofy, which is fine, but I do like the older one because I think you got a mix of everything, except like maybe the expressions are greater, like better now. But this game is being considered kind of a platformer, but it's like a platforming action adventure game, really. And I love the contrast of how it's still somewhat of a platformer, but more focused on action adventure. The fact that you can break everything is so awesome. How like everything basically feels like destructible, and you can just break anything you want. You can literally dig through the ground and punch holes through like literal ground to like maneuver your way around. I love how it's got like the same Odyssey feel where you'll go around collecting bananas, and they brought back the classic where it's like you break the banana, Joel, and then you get it and it's like banana. Like, it's so dope, like having that return as well. Like, the game just looks so good, man. Like, I'm so happy we're getting a 3D Donkey Kong. I'm so glad we're no longer stuck on this 2D, which 2D, like, I love the 2D Donkey Kongs, I do, but it's time for something new. It is definitely time to see this character in a new light, because it has been since the Wii that we've gotten multiple 2D Donkey Kong games. And it was time for a change, man. And I could not be any more excited and happy for Bonanza. And I'm really happy that leak was true. I had some doubts for a while that when the leak of the 3D Kirby, which was Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, and the 3D Donkey Kong game, that I don't know if it was leaked at the beginning. I think it was leaked at the beginning that the Odyssey team was making it. I remember for the longest time we were debating if it was real because it just never happened. And honestly, man, I'm quite happy that it is a Switch because of the Switch 2. I am glad that we've waited this long because, I mean, just look at it, man. I mean, I am so confident in this game being good. You have such a phenomenal studio that's behind it. It's just a recipe for success, and it looks so good. I'm ready. Like, and it's in July. It's 4 days away from my birthday as well. Like, it's not on my birthday, but anything that is within like a week of my birthday is like special to me. It's like my excitement gets even higher because of that. Like, I don't know why, but it just feels good to know, like, man, a game I'm really excited for, it's close to my birthday. It goes up a little bit for me.
Yeah. No, I
You
get
know?
that. Unfortunately, the game coming out near my birthday is the Midnight Walk, and I don't know how that's gonna go. So we'll see.
Hey, man, maybe it cooks.
Hey, maybe. Oh yeah. My prediction now, if there's even one in development, because at this point I don't even know. The next 3D Mario is being worked on by the Bowser's Fury team. I can almost guarantee it.
I just don't,
Because I don't know who else would be doing it. I mean,
I still think we get it this year. There's got to be a big holiday game, a big holiday seller. They're just.
I mean, I
there
think it's
always
Pokemon.
has been.
I mean, to be honest, I really do. Because
No,
Pokemon's
this is-
releasing in November. No
I
question.
need this game. I need this game to come out from my fantasy critic, and also this will be the first time it doesn't happen for a new console. I just don't believe in my heart that we're gonna have the first year of a console without the mascot, the guy.
We also got the first
know.
year with $80 game.
You're not, buddy. It just doesn't feel real to me. We're pushing. 2017 was the last mainline 3D Mario.
I mean, Bowser's
That was
Fury
not,
was
like-
technically main.
No, I don't count it. I don't care. That's a port with extra content. Get out of here.
Dang.
A mainline
disrespect.
with all new content, no DLC off the rip, just like a brand new thing that is not a port. Are we really about to go to like 9 years without a new 3D Mario?
Good.
I refuse to believe it. I really do. I think that's gonna be the big December. Cause I'm gonna throw out a wild prediction. I think Pokemon and Metroid are both fall.
I think Metroid's September. I'll say that much. I think Metroid would be September. Pokemon's November. Pokemon always releases in November.
I think it's got to be December then. I just don't see Mario not coming out first year. I can't. It is just something I can't wrap my head around. And maybe I have to just bite the bullet and accept it, but my fantasy critic needs it. It's
Your
the
fantasy
very
critic
first game
needs a lot, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
It's the very first game I picked, bro. Like, it was my number one pick, and it was the most confident I was ever in a game coming out. And now I'm at the point where it's like, okay, dude. Like, but I think we'll just, I'm not even gonna worry about it. It's like with your GTA thing. It's gonna come out. Whether you like it or not, it's happening. There's no debate. You're not putting out a new console without your mascot. Like,
You're
what
right.
am I-
You're right.
what am I thinking?
I don't like it or not. It's just not.
what am I
happening.
thinking? It's literally coming out. December release date. That's all I heard. That's all I know.
I bet you're right.
The sarcasm?
Yeah, because they ain't coming out this year.
You're gonna look really stupid when you're wrong.
But what if I'm
Because
not?
I can't
But what if
see
I'm
it. I can't. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they do announce it and if it says January, I will literally break my entire setup.
Oh, really?
Like, I may destroy everything.
But anyway, so yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I said all I need to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it looks good. I'm not
Just
quite.
excited.
Well, I'm not. I have.
It looks like a masterpiece.
I have my concerns personally about the gameplay itself. I think the destruction is really cool. I just don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not
literally Mario Odyssey, but Donkey Kong, man. There's no way it's gonna cook. It's gonna cook.
No, I'm sure it's gonna
going
cook.
to
No, I'm sure it's gonna cook. I just don't know if it's gonna like reach those heights of like.
I'm gonna throw a hot
Mario.
prediction.
Go for it.
This could be DK's first 90.
Could be.
Because, I mean, Mario Odyssey is like, what was that again? Like a
97.
97.
Yeah.
All right. And like Donkey Kong as a 2D game, I think the highest has been like, holy crap, 64 was a 90. Yeah, like Country Returns was an 87. Like, it's within that range, and now we're getting to like 3. I think it could be a 90. I think it's at least high 80s.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I'm just not personally sold that I'm gonna love it. That's just the thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's really all I got. I'm just not. I'm not completely sold on the idea of it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not gonna doubt its quality. I'm not. I'm just not so sure. I like the concept of it.
Yeah. So you're not like me. You're not like gonna be. When the release date comes, be like.
Oh, I mean, no. I'm pre-ordering it like as soon as the Switch.
No, but you gotta. No, but you literally gotta whip out that card and be like.
Oh, bro, I just throw my wallet at the cashier. It was like, take my wallet.
Yeah, keep the change.
Yeah. No, I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like, look here, I'll show everybody.
Oh man, here it comes.
Yep.
Man, here it comes. Here comes the not the tier list.
Here's my. I mean, it is kind of a tier list. Kind of. It is kind of a tier list.
It's the topsters.
Like it's in my tier 2 bracket. Which is really high. I mean, it's in the same thing as like.
That'd be a tier 1 for me. I have to reorganize my thing now that there's more games and stuff.
But like, I mean, it's in the same category as like.
Dang.
Lost Soul
Mario Kart
Side
being up there.
Oh, dude, but I'm telling you.
I know.
I'm so locked in,
bro. It's just always funny seeing like things change and now like seeing Mario Kart.
Hey, that's one thing,
like,
bro.
Intergalactic.
That's one. Yo, can I have a little one-on-one?
No,
bro. I need to get.
It can't be a one-on-one it can't be a one-on-one when we have chat in here. There's multiple people listening.
Well, I want to have a one-on-one with the chat. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Feel me? Let me just rant a little bit. Because I realized this the other day, or actually this morning, in the freezer. It always happens in the freezer. This is a little. This is like a historic moment for me. Because I've never been like fully a Nintendo fan until like 2020. 2020, because like COVID and all that is when I actually started playing the Switch, and like not just playing the Switch as in like, oh, we got Mario Kart, let's play whenever friends over. I mean, like, I started playing the Switch like it was an Xbox, like it was a PlayStation. Like I actually treated it as like a big three, like as a thing where I would play like all the games that would come out for it, right? So even though I've been playing Nintendo my whole life, I've had an N64, GameCube, Wii, DS, all that stuff. I've had all the consoles. I never played any of them like it was my console in a way, or like a platform that I played on. I just played Mario Kart and Pokemon when that would happen. Since getting into Nintendo in 2020, I've played so many Nintendo games. I've introduced myself to so many of their franchises to the point where there's a lot that there's very few that I haven't played. And so this is actually the very first time that I'm experiencing the excitement of a whole new Nintendo generation.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of a whole new feeling. And I was looking at this. I don't know if I've ever been able to say I have at this many Nintendo games in like my most anticipated, like among games. Like I have Rhythm Heaven, Pokemon, Mario Kart, and Metroid all in here. Like there's so many things I'm super duper excited for. And it's just so weird because this is like the first generation where I actually feel like I'm a Nintendo fan for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just
a great feeling, isn't it?
It feels pretty good, except my wallet ain't gonna be feeling good. I'll tell you that.
Hey, but hey, at least you'll be satisfied knowing you paid for a good game. More than likely.
Yeah. But no, I am really excited for Donkey Kong. If I'll say one thing, the movement looks insane in the game.
Well, it's Odyssey, bro.
Bro's running up walls.
They cook. Odyssey, I think, is Odyssey is the best like Mario game in terms of movement, in terms of controls, and like the movement.
Oh yeah,
it is magnificent, and I'm not shocked. I'm literally not shocked that they cooked on the movement. Like it looks fluid. It's fast. It's climbing up walls is super dope.
I guess here's what I'll say about
what is your complaint about it? That it's like what are you not sold on about it? Because like to me, I just picture it as like it's Odyssey but Donkey Kong, but like
I don't.
It's more action focused.
I see it as more of a sandbox currently.
I guess, but you're also collecting stuff too, just like Odyssey. It's like the moon system, but you'll just go around collecting bananas.
Because I was watching kind of funny break down all this stuff, and Tim Geddes, who is like the biggest Nintendo fan there, he was talking about Donkey Kong, and he was sort of sharing a lot of the things that I'm talking about. And he basically said his biggest worry is the destruction aspect of it. Because while Mario is more of obstacles and reaching the end, because he actually got to play the game. Like, he actually went to the Nintendo event and played it. Blessing. Yeah, and he said that this was the very first time he's ever played a 3D Nintendo game, and he didn't love the feel of it at very first sight. And when I watched the trailer, that's kind of how I felt too. Like, I think it looks very flashy and it looks really cool. I'm just worried it's going to just be absolute chaos, and that's kind of it. Because I do, to me, I don't see any of that. Like, what exactly is the goal here? Just to reach the banana?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's just going to be just like Odyssey. You go around, you find bananas, collect them to use to get to different areas, and then you'll have bosses that you fight.
Yeah, but I think Odyssey, though, is more of they incorporated, like, basically levels into an open zone.
Yeah.
Whereas this just feels like you're just running up a bunch of walls. And jumping from, like, hill to hill. Which, again,
I mean, like, to me,
I think it could work.
It sounds kind of dope.
Well, then awesome. You know? But I think for me, and this is just me being brutally honest.
Yeah,
I'm more sold on the game knowing that this is Odyssey than what I actually saw. And I don't think it looks bad. I'm just not completely sold on the concept. I'm not doubting its quality or how fun it may be. I don't love the concept. Like, it doesn't really excite me. Just being able to destroy everything and just collect bananas.
But you may like it more.
But I may like it when I play it. Who knows? Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, heck, I thought I would hate, or not hate. I didn't think I'd even be excited for Mario Kart World, and it's up here. So I could end up playing it and freaking loving it. Look at my top 3 games of all time. Like, you know, like, who knows? I'm just going off of what I currently see, and I have concerns. I'm not completely sold, but I'm not doubting, like, its quality. and like I said, I'm more. The fact that it is the Odyssey team is probably why it's even up here, because I'm so confident that they are going to cook that it just gets me excited because I know it's going to be a good game. And that at the end of the day, that's what I want. I don't care what franchise, I don't care what genre it is. If it's a good game, that's what I want. That's what I want to play. If it's a good game, I'm gonna play it. And the fact that it is the Odyssey team, that's what gets me excited because it's almost guaranteed a good game. I just don't. I don't know how much I'm going to love the game. That's what I've yet to be sold on, is how much I am going to love the game. Whereas all these ones in the top, when I watch these trailers, when I talk about these games, when I see these games, there are things that I see that I'm like, yup, I love this aspect about it. Right? Mm-hmm. I just haven't found that for Donkey Kong yet. And granted, I've only seen that first trailer and some of the stuff that they showed at the treehouse. Mm-hmm. To be honest, one thing I do love about the Bonanza is the vibe it gives off in terms of like its cover art, its Donkey Kong renders, it's like the title, like you said, is just such a fun title. Like you can't help but like feel like, man, this is just such a fun like just thing, right? So I really like that. But no, nonetheless, I am excited for it. Because I do think it's going to be good, and I think there's going to be a lot of fun things about it. And I actually do like that it is a collectathon, like Odyssey. I'm actually a big fan of that. So we'll have to see how that ends up.
I'm just seeing more gameplay, and God, continue though. You're good.
But
I do see what you mean by like the kind of sandboxy type of thing. Like there is exploring, but it is kind of like just run around and like break everything. But
the thing that worried me, that's what I feel like you won't. I won't really know this until I play it. But the big thing that worried me is when Tim Geddes in the thing said when he was playing it. He did get a slight feeling of at some point he was just destroying things to destroy things. Mm-hmm. And off of the trailer, I can see that. Like, I can see how that could be a possible reality where it's like you're just destroying things because you can. Whereas like Mario Odyssey, everything, every jump, everything you climb feels so precise and feels so directly placed, and the level design is so super duper complex. It's like I could see a world where the whole concept of just destroying everything can kind of just not be boring, but just not be anywhere near as like engaging.
It could get a little repetitive too.
I think the destruction thing is pretty much the only thing I'm like a little bit concerned about.
Yeah.
But like I said, maybe I get my hands on it. I'm like, yo, this is freaking awesome. Like, who knows?
It's funny because like I do see that concern, but it's also like one of the coolest things about it.
Yeah,
because I think that's what separates it from Odyssey. Like, it doesn't feel like a carbon copy exactly because you can do that.
Yeah.
My only fear, actually, now that I think about it, is I hope the stages are bigger if you can just destroy everything.
Yeah.
Because if it's not a big map and you can just break everything, then it's like, okay, like how fast is it gonna be to beat these levels and stuff? Like, is it gonna be how long is the game?
I'll have to rewatch the trailer because I didn't really pay close attention to this. I don't recall like the environments looking like super duper creative.
They look very Odyssey like themed, which like makes sense. I mean.
But I don't know. Like, we'll have to see. Like I said, like you said, I can almost guarantee you this game's going to be at least high 80s.
Yeah.
Because it's the Odyssey team. Like they just know formatically and like design wise how to make a good game. I just think, will the concept be good for it? That's where I'm still waiting to be sold on it. But And I completely agree. Like, it's so funny. What you said is so true. Like, the biggest concern is the destruction, but at the same time, that's one of like the coolest aspects because it's super duper unique and it's so different that like it is cool. But like from a gameplay perspective, that may be the weakest part of it. So it's like, who knows?
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you because I wouldn't want them to change that, right? Like if I was the director of the game, I wouldn't want to change that because that is what's gonna make it a Donkey Kong game at the end of the day. I don't want them to make Mario Odyssey as Donkey Kong. I want them to make Donkey Kong. So I think that is good. And at the end of the day, not every game is going to be 10 out of 10 S tier for everybody because every game has their own concepts. I mean, heck, I have Rhythm Heaven in S tier, and I have Silk Song in this like lower tier. So like every game just hits everybody completely differently. So I think concept wise, it's just here for me. Which I don't even know why I'm saying like I'm being like it's still my second tier. Like it's still above all these other games, you know.
Yeah.
So
like you're completely fine. I was just curious, like your thoughts and like what makes you, because like I'm at a level. I think it's also for me is like I've been playing Donkey Kong for a while now, and I think to just see Donkey Kong go from what we've had to this is just what makes my hype levels even higher. It's just like this is so new and fresh. And it just feels so good to know that this is what he's finally... Like, this game to me is the recognition I've always wanted Donkey Kong to get. And I feel like Donkey Kong's always had that reputation and has had that ability to be a top franchise for them. But I feel like specifically now, this is his moment where they're like, this is a priority character for us, you know? Like, this character isn't just another Mario character. This is his own identity. You know, this is his, like, he's his own guy.
I will say,
he's like a top dog.
I will say, to kind of point myself in the other direction here, you make a good point that you've been playing Donkey Kong forever. I've played Tropical Freeze. I wasn't necessarily a big fan of it. That's my extent of Donkey Kong games.
Yeah.
Right? We were just having this conversation the other day. Kirby on the Forgotten Land has grown on me like fine wine. Like, I genuinely love that game now.
Yeah. But you haven't...
Beforehand,
played,
I maybe
really...
touched a Kirby game for like an hour or two. And that was the extent of it. And then, boom, here comes this completely new take on Kirby, this completely different thing. I wasn't sure how I would like it. When I played it, I was like, okay, great game. Now I absolutely love it. I would say like it's at least a 9 out of 10 for me. Like it's really high up there for me. Also, when I look at all my favorite Nintendo Switch games, Mario plus Rabbids, Mario RPG, heck, even Metroid Dread, those were games that I wasn't necessarily like saying they're my most anticipated games, and they ended up becoming some of my favorites. So at the end of the day, it just comes down to the game. It comes down to my experience playing it. So I really don't know. I can't say it's going to be like, for all I know, I could look at this list. I could come back to this video 5 years from now and be like, how was this not right here? You know what I mean? Like, because that's just how games work.
Yeah.
Oh, I messed up the whole freaking list here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I will be real. I'm watching like more extensive gameplay. You quite literally do just break everything.
Yeah.
You break, but like I also love it because it's just like I find that just like so much more like fun too, because it's like you can find little secrets everywhere. And,
well, see, that's what I'll say.
like,
is I don't mind the fact that it is destruction. If they can incorporate that into really good level design, like if they can utilize that thing to make the gameplay super duper creative and super duper engaging, I think it has mad potential. I'm just worried it is going to be kind of repetitive, and it's just going to feel like you're just smashing things for the sake of smashing things.
Yeah. I'll make a prediction. It is at least an A-tier game.
Oh
that's
yeah.
Just my, that's
oh
my
yeah.
at least.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah,
'cause,
I'll make that prediction.
I think I'm gonna love it. I like the more I look at this game, dude, it's just, something about it just really gets me. Like I want to play it right now so bad.
That's how I feel about Mario Kart, bro. I want it so bad.
See, Mario Kart, I want to play less. Like, if I had to choose one, this is the one I want to pick. But I still want to play Mario Kart. But like, it's not the one I'm dying to get my hands on. Like, this is the one I'm dying to get my hands on. But of course, whenever I get my Switch, like, I want to play Mario Kart right away.
Oh yeah.
If
well, it's the only thing we can really play. To be honest.
Yeah, but it's only gonna take a month, literally. Like a month, and I'll have my hands on this puppy.
Yep.
So, but the Switch 2 is looking nice. Let's just hope that nothing goes wrong and we both get it.
Pre-orders. That is the day. That's
yeah. It's a nightmare. I'm kind of terrified.
So here's what I'm gonna do. By the way, just so you know my plan, if you want to join or do your own thing. I'm going to look at outside GameStop around like 8 p.m. The night before.
Yeah.
If there is no one standing in line yet, then I'm going to go home and I'm then going to leave again to go look at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
If there are people not in line, I'm going to go in the line because I want to be the very first one in the line. If there are people in the line, I'm just gonna join the line. But I'm going to have my phone with me. Therefore, when it hits midnight, assuming that's when pre-orders go live, I'm gonna try to pre-order through like online.
Yeah.
And if I get one, then I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm leaving the line.
Yeah, you're doing the exact same. I thought about doing the same, is like staying out late and then just trying to get it, and if I don't get it through Best Buy, then I'm just staying out like until like it opens.
Right. Yeah.
And then just do it like that.
Yeah, because
dude, you're just like me, bro. We're doing anything we can out here.
Oh, dude, I know, because I'm not missing.
I mean, my mom's already offered to like stay out like all night just to like make sure I get it.
Yeah.
So she's willing to help me out, but I wouldn't mind, yeah. So
yeah, that's currently my plan. Yeah. The problem is I just have no confidence in online because of scalpers and stuff like that. Like it's just gonna be it's just gonna be insane. Like
it's gonna sell out in 5 minutes.
Oh, I know. Sites are gonna take forever to load because everyone's gonna be on them at the same time.
That's what I hate. Yeah. That like it would not be hard to get something if the site just was not slow as all ever.
Yeah.
Like it is genuinely awful. Like how bad they are, because I did this for something else. I don't remember what it was. Like, I don't remember what I wanted to buy, but I wanted to buy something. I'm pretty sure it was a console or something, and I remember having something in my cart, and it just would not process too. Like that happens too. Like sometimes it won't even process. It just like, it's crazy. So
yeah,
I don't know exactly.
What I'm kind of worried about, I don't know what time pre-orders are going live is the problem. Yeah. I don't know if it's midnight or if it is like 7 a.m. in the morning. Because if that's the case, then I'm staying outside GameStop either way. Because I'm not gonna miss it. So we'll have to see.
I'm not, dude. Like I said, guys.
I'll kill somebody.
Guys, take it seriously.
All right,
literally take it seriously. You know, I don't care if this guy gets demonetized. I will kill everybody.
Okay.
I'm getting a Switch 2. Pause. If you see me outside and you take the last Switch 2 from me, I will kill your family.
Oh, dude, that just brought me back. Dude, okay. The day me and Christian were sleeping outside GameStop. It was the day the Xbox actually released. It wasn't for pre-orders or anything. I already had a pre-order. I literally slept outside GameStop because I was just wanting to chill with Christian and make sure he wasn't alone, because he didn't have it pre-ordered, so he was trying to cop one like the day of release. He ended up getting it, but there was dude. Oh, I felt so bad because as it got closer to GameStop opening, like 3 hours, 2 hours out, there were people coming there, hopping in the line, right?
Yeah.
But there were signs on the GameStop door saying how many consoles they had, and there was only like eight Series X's, and there have been 8 people in line for like 12 hours, right? And so there were people coming in line, and every time we had to tell them, we were like, you can wait in the line if you want, but the door only says that there's eight consoles and there's already 8 people in front of you. But I remember there was one time I felt so bad. There was this, like, she had to be like a 70-year-old grandma or something. She brought out her lawn chair and everything, and she sat down, and we asked her if she was there for the Xbox, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm here to get one for my grandson." And I was like, "Oh, I feel so bad. I want to like let her take my spot or something, bro," because I'm like, oh, bro, she's out here like 3 hours early for her grandson trying to get an Xbox, and us sickos are out here for like 12 hours. So it's like that's tough, bro. It's rough.
Granny, I'm sorry, Granny, but
I felt it for Granny. Bro, I felt it.
Yeah, like, man, that.
Yeah, I remember.
That's hard. That's hard. But she's gotta understand, like,
we're sickos.
That, like, it's
pitchforks out here,
man.
bro.
Yeah, like this is what we do, man. Yeah. Which is why I'm glad the Nintendo Switch 2 at least sounds like it's gonna have like a good chunk of units out in
you know
the
what?
US.
What if they're pricing Mario Kart at $80 just so they don't have shortage issues, like to try and shy people away, and then after pre-orders are like, oh, by the way, it actually says $70. Like,
yeah,
imagine there's like, we just didn't want you guys flooding it, so that'd be funny.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm terrified because I'm getting my mom to help, and my mom is doing anything she can. She's like, if I even somehow, like, if all 3 of us, she's like, I'll get your dad to help. If we somehow buy 2, that's whatever. Because if we get 2, somehow, if we get lucky, then John don't have to do nothing.
Resell
it. Or I just give it to you.
Oh. Well, I would no. I would pay for it. Absolutely not.
Wait, what?
I would pay for it.
Well, yeah.
I was about to say, yeah.
You know what I mean. I wouldn't give it to you for free.
Right.
Like,
right.
Shit. I'm. And the podcast.
Wow, guys.
It's gonna be $500. I bet it's $1,000. Dude, I was doing so good. It's always like every couple podcasts I have.
It's always the same word, too. It's always the same word, too.
Was it that one last time?
Well, whenever I said how many how many units State of Decay 2 sold, you were like, holy shit.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Wow. That's why you don't see me on the podcast as much, guys. I my potty mouth.
He be slipping up, bro, for real.
But no, of course, like, I'd make you pay for it. Like,
yeah.
You think I'm just giving it to you for free? Yep.
Well, that's what you made it sound like for a second. I was about to be like, hey, no.
Yeah, $500 console, just for free.
But yeah, no, I'm super duper excited. Dude, the whole game sharing and virtual card thing, bro, I've given up at trying to understand that crap.
I think I may still get physical as long as the cartridge is there.
Yeah, no, I'm still getting physical. Well, see, that's the thing. I know everyone's gonna be like, you're an idiot. I low-key am tempted to not buy the Mario Kart bundle because I do want a physical Mario Kart.
No, it's not just. No, just make a case, bro. I'd rather
See,
just make a case. Do you really? Do you? I'm saving money.
well, see, I don't care about that.
Yeah, we know, Mister.
I want my physical media as the product, even though the cover
I
arts are
get-
booty, but whatever.
I get that, but like, I wouldn't do it for Mario Kart. I say just get the bundle. Or if you want to guarantee you get the easier version that probably less people will go for, you could go for that.
That's actually a good point.
But
See, but
I'm
also
going for the bundle.
this
I'm
is
going for the
also
bundle.
this is also the absolute gamer in me. All right, launch days, bro. Launch days are like I can't explain to you the feeling of whenever the Xbox and PlayStation came out, like, and you would enter GameStop and they would have your console waiting there on the back shelf, and they like picked it up and gave it to you, and then they like showed you the whole shelf of accessories and games that just launched with it, and you're like, ooh, look at all these new accessories, look at all these new games, and you can't help
Yeah.
but just be like, oh, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this, and then it just becomes this next generation care package. Like yo, next generation starts now. You have this whole haul you're bringing home, and you like unpack it. You see all these games you just buy. You see all these accessories and consoles you just bought.
Yeah.
If I don't get Mario Kart physically, I don't know if I'm gonna have a physical game at launch, and I don't know if I can live with that, bro. That's like that's like the insane gamer in me, bro. Like I want that launch day feeling, because I am buying a Pro controller day one because I want that, because I want that like feeling of getting an accessory, getting a game, getting the console. I'd want more like PS5, bro. Dude, I wonder if I still have the picture. I was at school when my dad picked it up from GameStop, but when I came home, my dad had it all set up on my bed. When I opened my door, I saw the box, I saw Spider-Man, I saw Demon Souls, I saw Godfall, and then I saw 2 extra PlayStation controllers, and I saw all these other things like all like set up like he was trying to take a picture of it, and I was like, bro, the next generation is here. And I don't want it to just be a box, you know. I want more. I want more. I want all of it.
See,
So.
I don't know. It don't really matter to me because next month, Donkey Kong, I'll be getting that physically. So, I don't know. Like, I get what you mean, but it's just $80. I'd rather just save the 30, really. Just me personally. But if that's what you want to do,
I will say
could.
I do want to see the cases in person. I wonder if they'll look better in person. I don't think they will. But
No,
maybe.
they need to just move the red to the corner.
I think I'm trying to cope because I care about cover art so much.
No, they need to move the red to just the corner. That's all they need to do, and it's actually like. I still don't think it'd be better than the original, just because the original got rid of all the red. You just only see the cover, which I think is fantastic. But it would be really good if they just took it straight to the corner, and that's it.
100% agree. They have time to fix it too. I don't like.
When does Nintendo ever fix anything?
I don't know, bro.
Like,
dude, actually though, like there are so many comparisons of the Switch 1 and Switch 2 versions of Metroid Prime right now.
Yeah,
dude, it's night and day.
I haven't actually seen the difference.
Here, hang on.
I've only seen Pokemon so far.
We'll actually run through it right now. So here's one of them. Oh, you guys can't see because the thing is.
Oh yeah! Whoa! Yeah, that's a lot like brighter.
Yeah,
it's a lot
and then
like
check
colorful looking.
Check these out. You have this.
Yep. Yeah.
You have,
man, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's
look at it. You have like a whole
Yeah.
you look at the gun itself.
Yeah, the gun looks a lot.
The like
nice.
fire, all the debris on the ground.
It's brighter and crispier.
Yes, and there's so much more detail. Look at the helmet.
Dang.
Like, bro, night
That's
and day
crazy.
stuff, bro.
Yeah, like even. Oh my gosh.
Hang on, I wonder if I saved. I saw one for Pokemon where I was like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah. You can just look at the trailer and gosh, man, like just look at the first trailer and then look at the second. It's crazy. It's funny because my friend Axel didn't like Scarlet and Violet because
That's a joke. That's a joke.
uh,
That's a joke.
but he didn't really like Scarlet and Violet because of the performance. And all I remember him seeing, like we talked about it outside, like when I went outside your house, but he was like, I low-key almost wanted to buy Pokemon because it looks that much better. And I was like, I don't blame you. Like, it's super exciting to know that Pokemon actually looks good again.
Oh, I know.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, this actually, even though this isn't the same shot for shot, that's actually pretty
yeah.
cool.
Also, another game I'd love to see get a free update, Arceus.
Oh yeah, it'd be good.
Even though I don't like that game for its game normally, that's not real. The Piranha Plant camera.
It is.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like it's official Nintendo license.
That's funny. You know what I thought would be hilarious? I don't think this would work, but people have been speculating, what if you could just plug in a normal USB camera
Yes, you can.
into your Switch?
Yeah, that was confirmed. You can.
Oh my gosh, I may have to use that feature a little bit for video stuff.
To the woods, and
That's
this is
actually so dope.
a section of the game that has a lot going on. Like lots of things to animate, lots of Koroks popping in and out, the mist and the flies dancing in the sunbeams and everything.
The loading
And the
times are like 8 seconds quicker now as well. It's dope. Dude, I like, it really does suck that the prices have ruined everything. But my hype levels for the games are not gone. Like I am so
100%.
excited to play the game.
Look at this.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It just looks so like
It looks like a
doesn't
different
look-
game. It looks like a
Yeah,
sequel.
like- Yeah, literally. Like the first one's like got a bunch of like fog, like
Like they were not kidding. Like honestly, if you showed me the one on the right and you said that was a PS4 game, I honestly wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like be shocked.
yeah. It is crazy. It is crazy to think about. And to think that these games will hit 60
That's such
and not
a joke. freaking love it. Oh, dude, good.
but
Oh,
to
that
think
goes hard.
Yeah. Oh, the other one's better though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But like to think that we're gonna have consistent 60 frames, hopefully, it's a dream come true, man. Yeah,
I don't
golly.
even see a difference. I'll be honest with you.
I do. It's sharper on the left. Actually, wait, are they both the same thing?
I think they're both the same thing.
Wait. Do they both say Nintendo Switch and not Switch 2?
No, they say Switch 2, but I noticed I think this is cap right here.
I can somewhat see. It's a little bit more crispy. The right one's a little bit more crispy.
The right one is the original.
Is it? I don't know. Wait.
I
Wait.
think
You
these
know.
pictures
no.
are whack. I think those pictures are whack.
Maybe. I feel like I don't know, dude.
Ooh.
It don't matter because like visually. Oh no, I think Mario Kart looks better.
Yeah.
Like the new one. Like I don't know. It just looks more colorful and.
Here you
like-
go. This is a good.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. See, now I think that other one was fake then.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that was someone trying to troll or
Like,
something. Trying to hate on it.
Maybe. I wouldn't blame them.
Oh my god, I hate the people.
Yeah,
who
the
are
people
doing
that are
this.
like, yeah, I know it is super annoying.
God.
It is very, very annoying. Like, bro, they have their. It's not even like in terms of just look. It's just the art style they chose. Dude, another game I need to see get an update. Xenoblade 3 or just any
Yeah.
Xenoblade.
Well, I think Xenoblade X is gonna get a free update. I think.
Probably, but I want Xenoblade 3 to get one really bad.
Yeah.
I really want Xenoblade. I want the next Xenoblade to look really good. Like, I would love for them to do even like a Switch 2 edition of Xenoblade 3. I would love, especially since I don't think we're getting Xenoblade 4 for a hot minute. So, I'd be down, but we shall have to see.
That's not a very good. That looks like the same picture.
No, no. What do you mean? The right one's cleaner. It's more crisp.
A little bit, yeah.
Definitely more crisp. Come on, man. What are you doing? Oh, but dude, I will say I am really scared for like pre-order day, bro.
I know.
I don't know.
The
Like
stress
I'm
is real.
scared.
Stress.
Cause like I want to get like I need it. I literally.
Oh, that
need
goes
it day
hard. I
one.
like that.
What?
If they took, oh wait, yeah, you can't see you. Hang on. If they took that, made it
Yeah.
that, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, but just put it in the top left
I
corner.
know.
Like, don't even make it that big. Like, hold on. Look up on Twitter. Look up like, hold
Switch 2
on.
cover. I'll
It was
just
like
look up
it
Switch 2
was
cover.
like it was like I redesigned or fixed the Switch 2 cover art. It was something like that.
There you go.
Yeah, look at
This
that.
looks
That's
hard.
way better.
Dude, I know. See that? Oh, my
That is
gosh.
way
It's
better.
So disappointing.
It's only in the top left corner. It's really small. It doesn't get in the way of the cover art.
Dude,
Tell me
this
that's not
cover
fire.
this cover art is actually goated as well. Like this is actually a goated cover art. And
Yeah.
I feel like the case itself kind of ruins it. It doesn't ruin it, but it makes it so much worse than it could be.
Yeah.
I hope the
Man,
eShop runs better.
Oh, apparently it does. It's already been like shown somehow.
Good.
I don't know how, but it does look like it runs way better. The design of it, I have one complaint with the Switch.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, those are the little cartridges or whatever they are, like whatever those are.
No, these are the game cases.
Oh. Wait.
This dude says one saving grace is the box art bleeds over the spine. You see how it like goes into the spine? Like you can actually still see the color on the spine instead of the spine just being red with like white text saying what game it is.
Wait. Okay, sorry. Repeat that one more time.
All right, you see the spine. Hang on, wait. Let
The
me get.
spine.
Do you see my mouse? You see the spine?
Let me see. Like, oh yeah.
The spine actually has like color and the the logo
and-
on it. Whereas the
so
Switch
the-
1 is just
the-
a red spine with like white text saying what game it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So it like the cover art does bleed into the spine. Like
Mm-hmm.
it transitions.
And that's for normal like
Looks like it. is.
it. Huh. We'll see. I have no idea.
Oh, I do like
See,
the white look. Honestly, I like the white banner on it. too.
I hate the white.
Oh, see, I
hate
love white.
white.
White is a color.
I hate white. I hate white. I just do. See, those covers look fine. Like they're doable.
Yeah.
Just get the text off the bottom. What are we doing? Like,
Well, the text
think I'll still
is only on the ones that either are Nintendo Switch 2 editions or are
Yeah.
the digital or the
Mhm.
the keys.
yeah. I hate it so much. It's so infuriating.
Yeah, I know. It just looks like an ad.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't know, man. I'm just excited. I can't wait to get it. I shouldn't be worried. I'm getting a day one.
Oh, see, even
I'm
that's
excited for the-
better. Even that's better.
Yeah. I'm
Wait, you
excited for
can't
the
see
new
it.
generation. Like,
If they did that, just like
oh
shrink
yeah,
it.
like fading in like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that does look so much better now because it is like not fully.
Gosh. How could they
Man.
fumble cover art like that?
I mean, I think the other ones don't look that bad.
Yeah.
Like they're
I'm sorry, this
doable.
is murdered.
Yeah,
You murdered it.
is that actually what it's gonna look like?
Yes.
No matter what. Oh, John.
It makes me
they
want to
killed
buy
it.
the Switch 1 version and then just upgrade. Like honestly, because I don't want this piece of junk.
You honestly, I feel like that may be smarter.
Yeah, because the Switch 1 case goes hard as crap.
Yeah. Well, also, like, wouldn't it be cheaper, maybe, depending on what they
Depending on
price
what
it
the
at?
upgrade is, yeah.
Yeah. I'm really curious what these games are going to be
there you
priced
go.
at, bro.
There's the little corner.
Dude, that just
so
looks
much
so
better,
much
dude.
better. Like, it gets the point across. It's
Yeah.
literally just in the corner. It's not covering up most of the cover
I
art.
love the Mario Kart
That is
logo. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that is peak. That's
It is.
peak on the right.
Nintendo, just fix it. Just do a little quick fix, please.
They're not going to. They've already done all this. They've already
Please.
got it. Like,
I will
no.
do anything.
No, you see that picture up there with the guy holding the trophy? That's you with the Switch 1 version of Metroid Prime 4 of the cover art instead of the second one.
Brother. Hey, maybe a collector's edition will have a steelbook, and then I won't have to deal with the cover art.
If there is a collector's edition.
Yeah, I know. Probably not.
You know what I am excited for? Future limited edition version Switches.
Oh yeah, or Joy-Cons, or just
I'm
controller.
I'm very curious. I want them to go hard on that stuff. It'd be really cool. Like, I'm very curious to see what we get. I don't know, may get a Mario 1 like in the next 8 years maybe. Definitely get a Legend of Zelda 1 because Legend of Zelda is quite literally, I think, sometimes more important to Nintendo than Mario.
We'll get Gen 10 whenever that happens for Pokemon.
Maybe Xenoblade? Nope. Would be nice.
Probably
though.
a Splatoon 4 if that
Probably
happens.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, Splatoon 4.
Yeah. All the big 10 mil sellers.
Yep.
So
20 mil sellers.
it's just super exciting, man. Like,
Yeah.
a new gen is upon us.
Brother, I can't. Yeah,
What?
I just want to cry
Oh,
every time I see the.
John, I will be honest with you. Just get the first, like the original, and then upgrade it. If you don't care about money
goaded.
and you care, yeah.
And
No,
then
no. Oh my God, that's so true. Why did they change it like that? It was just in the corner.
yeah, I know.
They had everything going for them.
And then they murdered it. They literally murdered it. I don't understand.
John, just get the first one and then upgrade it. Who cares about money? You want this cover art is everything to you.
It is. It literally is, bro.
Just get the original, bro. Get the original and do the upgrade. Even if it's like $5 or $10 extra.
You know what's sad is I love that it's a red case too. That's the thing. Like I love that it's a red case. But like,
I do like that change, but there's too much red. There's just too much.
Oh my God.
John, you
Even
sound
just-
like you're gonna lose your
Even
mind.
I am. Even just take the text out would help it
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
dude, it's so funny because I could picture you holding this in your hand. I'm like, how do you feel? I'm like, I want to burn it.
dude, I do. I want to break it. I don't even have it. Like, I want to snap it in half.
Guys, leave some comments, or just if you're watching this as a VOD
I
or
need
whatever,
some words of encouragement.
or if anyone knows John, tell this man to just get the original, just get the Switch 1 version and upgrade it.
I'm probably going
Because
to.
the Switch 2 version just sounds like I may do it too, honestly. Because wow, the Switch 2 one I just don't
Like this one is just so clean. Like it is. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, because you get everything on. You see everything, and then it's like,
And then you reach an ad, and you're like, oh, let me click
Yeah.
off this ad real quick. All right, now we're back to the real thing. Like, God.
yeah, it's just you see everything. Like,
Actually, you
everything's
know what this
there.
looks like? This looks like whenever you go into GameStop and you see those little like cardboard gift cards hanging on the racks.
Yes.
It looks like
Yes,
you just
it
need to put a
does.
little hole right here and hang it on the wall as like this little cardboard card. That's what it looks like. Oh, what are you doing?
I don't know, man. I really don't. God.
I saw something is like they're calling it the Nintendo Switch 2 because you need to switch to a cheaper hobby.
Switch to a new hobby.
Yeah. God, dude, the
Oh my
memes are
gosh.
unbelievable.
Yeah, they're funny, but they also
What
make me
was the-
really sad.
What was the one? I think I reposted or some. I think I reposted. It was like week 1 of the Switch. Like this dude's like super happy, and then week 2 eviction notice or something like that.
No, have you seen the one where it's like week 1 Mario Kart World, week 2 Ice Soup, week 3 Ice Soup.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so unfortunate.
Ice Soup is crazy.
It's like, bro, they had everything in place, bro. They had all the pieces, and then they freaking shot themselves in the foot.
It's all right. People are just gonna adapt.
Yeah.
It's what we do. It's what gamers do.
Yeah, we know better than anyone.
At least they won't have to sell as many units to like make games like they won't have to sell as much to break even. But
I will say
still,
another
like-
disappointing thing. I wish they changed the UI of the Switch 2.
bro, we still have the same exact no
know.
themes, no
Yeah,
nothing,
I
just
know.
black and white.
I know, it's super
And I'll tell
unfortunate.
you, I'll tell you why they're not doing it, and I hate it. I really do, and I get why Nintendo does it. It's because they know we're gonna hack it, because that's the whole way you would hack things. It's like that's why there's no internet browser, because that's how you would hack your Wii U, and they got rid of it because of that reason. It's because they're trying to do anything they can to prevent it from being hacked, even though it's going to no matter what. I just think that's really stupid that we still don't have themes. We just have either a black background or a white background.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world, but I would at least like if they gave us the option to like screenshot stuff in game and like put it as our background or something, or have like custom like background themes of like, imagine if you could load up your Switch and you have the Metroid Prime 4 cover on the background of your Switch.
Yeah. I know.
Like it'd be cool to have. But...
I will say, I will find it interesting once we actually get release dates for something like Metroid Prime, if they do like amiibos for it too, or something like that.
Yeah, there has been no amiibo announcements.
Well, Nintendo doesn't do like collector's editions or limited edition Joy-Cons or anything until like the game is pre-orderable. Like they they release all that the day like pre-orders happen.
Yeah.
And we don't have a date yet, so we're not gonna do any of that.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna get anything, but you can hope.
Oh, dude, this dude brings up a great point. I love Mario Kart World and all. The map is great, but where's Rainbow Road? That's a great point. Are you gonna have a Mario Kart without Rainbow Road?
I thought someone had talked about this already, a Rainbow Road, but I don't know.
That's a really good point.
I have no idea, my guy.
All
Dude,
right.
real quick, I know this is like off topic of Nintendo, but like Emma Frost and Marvel Rivals,
Oh yeah.
dude. Whose thighs did they take inspiration from?
Dude, me.
Dude, she has like those are not human.
No.
Those are not human thighs, bro.
Those are hams.
Those are
Got a couple of hams.
like what? I'm actually low-key excited to try her out because she's a Vanguard, and guess what? Her element is ice.
Oh yeah, I forgot she is a
So-
tank. That's so interesting.
Yeah, she's a Vanguard. She can play like close up and far away too. So I'm really excited to try her out because I mean, if her power is ice, then I'm instantly gonna try her. So maybe I'll have another character to play that's Vanguard. Also, Moon Knight's getting buffed. I don't know how, but he's getting buffed. And then Doctor Strange is getting buffed and nerfed apparently, but I don't like the buff and nerf that they chose. They're like buffing his defense but nerfing his offense.
I'm gonna just say this real quick.
Needs to be the opposite.
Sorry, this is also completely off topic. This is why I've reached the point outside of Fantasy Critic, outside of our fantasy thing. This is why I literally do not care about Critic score anymore.
Yeah.
The fact that South of Midnight is 4 points lower than Assassin's Creed Shadows, off of my experience, ain't no freaking way. ain't no freaking way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
I will say, from what I have heard of the game, it is quite insane to sit there and think that like Shadows has a higher score. When I literally listened to Funny Games Cast, and they literally talked about the only problem with the game is they think the gameplay is super outdated.
Yeah.
But everything else they said is fantastic.
God tier, amazing.
Like literally they want a sequel and nothing else because of like the music and the story. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of them said like a lot of the highs in the game are like the highest of highs. Like,
yeah,
like they wouldn't be surprised when they're talking about best music of the year, best visuals of the year. Like, there's so many great things
compared to Shadows, which like it was really hard to hear any of them find a lot of good to say about the game.
Yeah. Do I love Kind of Funny? I think they are just like super well like knowledge, not knowledgeable, and just have a lot of great perspective. I don't agree with like everything that like they do, but like I just love how like insightful they are.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't feel like critics. You know what I mean? Like they just feel like really passionate people who play games, and I love that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, play what you want to play. Don't always pay attention to reviews, because even some of these games within the 75 range or so, like, may end up being some of your favorite games.
Bro, I've heard so many good things about Atomfall, and that's at a 75.
Yeah, it's at a 75, yeah. And yeah, that game got 1.5 million players. Like,
I know.
Or something like
wild.
That. It's honestly, man, like I said, it just comes down to a matter of like, yes, these are what critics think, but also these critics are comparing it to like everything else. Yeah. And I've heard a lot of people love it. I've heard a lot of people really enjoy it, and that has an 80.
What?
And it's
what
like,
game? What game? Like
the first Berserker Kazan.
Oh yeah.
And like I'm hearing a lot of people just really enjoy it. Like, it really just depends, man. Like, just try out what you wanna try. If you wanna wait till it goes on sale or something, that's also okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm probably waiting for the first Berserker Kazan to probably go on sale, or just wait a little bit. Or maybe a time when it's not so busy. Maybe that's when we'll have to see when the month hits. To be honest, I don't know if we'll get a month where games don't stop coming out, because summer is going to be stacked.
Oh, summer's insane, dude.
Unlike last year.
Dude, starting with Doom, after Doom, bro, it's nonstop craziness.
Yeah. We can thank GTA for that.
Yeah.
But we cannot thank them for not having fall. I'm really worried about fall, even though fall is usually the most packed, I'd say. But I'm starting to feel a little worried about fall because.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Because GTA.
Yeah. Even though like it may not even release, so who knows? Unless they pull a miracle. Unless they pull a miracle somehow, but it's taken a minute. They haven't. I think just having like 3 2K games coming out in 1 year is just a little insane to me. Like,
yeah,
I'm not fully, especially with like, what is it, Borderlands in September?
Mafia is supposed to be summer.
Yeah.
They said they wouldn't
I don't-
release Borderlands close to GTA. So if that's
I can only
September,
I can only see GTA being October at this rate.
yeah. I don't know, bro. I really don't know.
Well, who knows
just
what they
delay
mean by
it. Just delay
close?
it.
You
Just
know?
delay it.
Yeah.
It'll work for
Well,
me.
Yeah.
All I know is I hope
Alright.
fantasy wise, I hope South of Midnight's my lowest scoring game.
I don't think anything else will be lower.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Unless Replace does come out and it's just whatever.
I think the only other thing that would be like closer to that is Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah.
Because I think everything
I don't
else
see
has-
that getting below an 80 though.
Probably not, because they stay within the 80 to 81 range. Like, they love being in, like, the low 80s.
Well, Outer Worlds has a pretty good score
An
actually.
81 or 82.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
83.
On open?
Yeah, an open.
Okay. I feel like that went up, bro.
On Metacritic, it probably has lower.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Dude, you know a game I've been kind of excited for no reason? Tony Hawk.
Honestly, I don't blame you.
Dude,
I'm
Dude,
probably
when-
gonna, I actually installed it on my Xbox the other day.
I've had it installed
Yeah.
for a minute. Can I be real with you? So you know how like you have these things that these companies do, and it's the tiniest little detail, but it makes you feel
Yep,
so
I know
good.
what you mean. Yep.
Like
I know what you mean.
their Tony Hawk skater logo and how it like transitions into him doing the trick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I love that. Like, I would go back and rewatch it like 80 times because I just thought to myself, that is so clean.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. You know exactly what I'm talking about,
Yep.
right? Like, that is so clean. I love it.
It is.
Like, it's so simple, but oh my gosh, I love it so
what
much.
what you just explained is exactly how I feel with like cover arts and trailers and collector's editions. Like, it's just those small things that don't really even have to do anything with the game, but it just gets me like, it just makes me
Mhm.
feel so good and gets me more hype for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, just, dude, him going off the ramp and then doing
make a
the
bid for it,
trick
bro. You need it.
into-
$1. Boom.
Ugh.
Tony Hawk.
I don't know if it's gonna score good though.
I mean, it's not gonna score bad. You know what I mean? Nah, oh boy, I broke him again. I'm thinking again. Here we go. I mean, if you're not gonna get Donkey Kong, you might as well get something.
Shut up. All right, we can make a deal.
Because I'm telling you right now, because I know how much money you have. You have $12.
Shut up.
My bid for Donkey Kong's over $12 already, so I know for a fact you're not getting it. It's either going to me or Jordan. All right. So,
We can listen, man. I'm not a big fan of Metroid 3D.
yeah, we know.
You know, there's another three. And I hate it here. I need Jordan to win that. Is this game gonna score good though? I don't. See. I'm gonna question myself again. I do the research. I have no idea, bro. I hate this. Because no one.
What
no
would
one's gonna
happen?
take it.
What would happen? To say if I didn't, if
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 has a 97 on Metacritic.
What about 4?
We don't talk about that one.
Oh, brother.
You know what? I believe we're doing it.
Oh, snap. Maybe I should
You
bid
better
for it
screw
too.
off.
Oh, yeah.
You better screw off, bro. Let me have something.
All
right?
I'll let you have that. You need something at Xbox on your roster.
Well, that's so true, actually. Watch this score like a 60.
No. I think absolutely worst case scenario, it's like high 70s. I think that's worst case scenario. I don't see it doing that, though. I see it at least being 80s.
All right. There we go. I do have no Xbox, yeah.
See, my question is,
All Xbox
let's
is
say
taken.
I didn't
Besides that.
let's say I didn't even bid for Donkey Kong. What if you bid all $12? What happens then? You're just like done.
I'm
Like you
cooked.
just have blank spaces,
Yeah.
and you just keep Resident Evil 9 and 3D Mario. And it's just like, dang, that's unfortunate.
I might as well cancel my bid. Dang it, man. Oh, I threw so hard. I threw so hard by panicking on Lost Soul Aside because I thought one of you would be big boy spenders. I thought one of y'all would show up with a new pair of pants, bro. Like you'd come with that new pair of pants money. Oh God.
Even with Shinobi, you paid 20 more bucks than me than I had bid. You could have saved a nice like 15 there.
I thought you would want it more than that. Seems like you weren't that excited. Dude, if only I could predict if DLC would get enough ratings to get rated. I would have
Lies of
done
P.
DLC by now.
Yeah.
I would have, but I just don't. Not a lot of DLCs get rated that like enough.
I
on
think
Open
right
Critic.
now your best bet is
If it was
the
Metacritic,
the
then
summer
I would do
showcases.
it.
I think the summer show
Yeah.
like all the summer shows is what's gonna be like the final nail in the coffin for you. Like,
I need mixtape to be there.
yeah,
I need mixtape to show up.
you need Resident Evil 9 to be announced for 2026 so you can like get rid of it, like without having to use one of your drops. Or
Oh, I don't even
one
get
your
rid
free
of
drop.
it. I don't even get rid of like you're saying I can't get rid of that if it doesn't get a 2026 release
No,
date. Like,
you
even if it
can,
doesn't
but
release
it'll
this year.
it'll use your only free drop if it doesn't.
So it has to be confirmed for a 2026 release date.
Okay. Gosh, I feel like I've explained this 1,000 times.
No. I get what you mean. It will drop if it doesn't. So what I'm asking is, even if it doesn't have a release date at all, it's just an assumption.
Yeah.
It has to get a 2026 release date to count as a game that is not releasing this year.
Unless you hold on to it until like November 1st or something like that. In which case,
Okay.
it'll then just turn into will not release.
Okay. Yeah.
But at that point, there's gonna be so few options to even pick from. It's like,
Yeah. It's definitely not happening.
no.
I got super greedy on it because I just thought, but it'll be a nice 2026 game. So
Yeah.
see, I'm losing.
How much
I'm
were
losing hope
were you even gonna bid for Donkey Kong? Were you gonna bid all $12? I would have loved to see that. I would have loved to see that. That would be funny.
I might have put in a solid 8.
That's what I figured you were doing. That's why I originally had $10, but then I upped it. I upped it to 15.
I
I'm not
hate you
gonna lie.
so much, dude. I hate you. Your comment actually made me so angry.
What
When you were
comment?
like, "Yeah, guys, just bet just bet $1 more than Austin's, and you're not gonna have any competition at all. He can't do anything about it."
I mean, it's true.
I'm like, you shut your mouth.
You can't.
I need you to get screwed by everybody else.
I am worried about Jordan though. I'm not gonna lie, because he has the most money, and he did say he wants it, and he only needs 3 spots filled. So I am worried about that. He might drop a nice 20 on that, and I don't know how I feel about that.
We'll see. I think that Pokemon's gonna be a low score though, and I don't know how Expedition 33 is gonna be. I'm hoping that game like goes crazy.
I think you're
really
wrong
do.
about Pokemon. I don't think it's gonna be a high score, but I don't think it's gonna be a low score.
I think it's gonna be a 77.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, Scarlet and Violet was a 79.
Legends Arceus was like an 87.
Oh wait, but it has a it has better frame rate though, and better crap. Oh, maybe not. I just think, like, to me, I just feel like this new one just sounds kind of boring. I don't like how there's no exploring. I really hate that.
I mean, there is exploring.
Like,
It's just in a city.
I hate that. That defeats the purpose of Pokemon to me. Like, the purpose of Pokemon is exploring different environments to get Pokemon, and now you're just running around in a city, and that's it. Like, that's not really exploring to me, you know? Like, that's not really, like, what Pokemon's been. Pokemon is, like, especially my favorite Pokemon, like Ruby and, like, Sapphire. It's like, you run around and you explore all these environments, and I don't know. And also, the gameplay is a bit weird because it's not like I think it's going to be bad, but I hope it's not janky. And I hope it doesn't make the game super, super easy, because I am worried the game is going to be really simplified, because you can make it to where they just will never hit you.
Yeah.
But who knows? Like, we'll see. I don't know, man. I just don't want to get last place in this. That's all I care about.
I don't think you're in last place, because I think Isaiah.
I don't think I'll get last. Bro, he had all the potential in the world. He had it in the palm of his hands. And then
Yeah, and he started off with Kingdom Come, which was a 19 too.
yeah.
Crazy.
And then he started drafting things like Dune Awakening and
Crimson Desert.
Tales of Iron 2.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, Civ 7 was not his fault. I can't believe that didn't score
crazy.
higher. Like,
yeah.
that's just really bad luck. I'm not gonna lie with you.
We talked about how that was like an insane pull.
Yeah.
And it just did
I mean,
not.
all the other ones are high 80s, not 90s, and then this one just scored an 80.
I'm really curious why. Like, what
they just added new things in this one that didn't work like as well.
Oh.
Like, that just wasn't as fun, I guess. But I don't know.
You know, I just want to go over these games that like, man, just seeing some of these games are great. Like, I'm excited. Like Little Nightmares 3, Tony Hawk, freaking FBC Firebreak.
Oh,
I'm actually a bit more excited for that. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but
no,
I'm excited to see like their take on it.
Yeah.
Like that genre. Judas, which ain't coming out this year, but
nope.
I'm still super
Unless
excited.
it's at Summer Games Fest. Which, to be fair, this summer stuff could...
Oh my god. I really hope I didn't throw... Because, dude, Judas is something I want, and I'm not going to be able to get it.
Oh, that'd be a nice pickup right there. That'd be a nice $13 pickup right there.
God. This is what I get for panicking. Like, I legit could have gotten... I had it for, like, $10 too. And I panicked. That's why I lose everything. I panic. I don't just go with my gut. I have no confidence.
You had what for $10?
Lost Soul Aside.
Bro, you had that for $1, cuh.
Did I?
No one bid for it.
Well, yeah, but I did like 11 just in case because I didn't know. But then I bumped it up because I didn't think. I was like, if I don't get Shinobi, then I just panicked, man. I thought y'all would spend more, but turns out y'all don't want games as much as I do.
Yeah, I think we know how to handle our financials.
Shut buddy, you're gonna get minus 96 when GTA 6 comes out. So
Next year, yeah.
I can't. I really hope it comes out. I really do. I really do hope it comes out, and I'm gonna laugh in your face. No, I won't. But I'm gonna be like, "How do you feel? how do you feel right now?"
I'm gonna laugh when Mario don't come out.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
That's just not funny. And the reason why is because GTA 6 is ruining everything. Mario's not. Mario is actually saving people's lives.
Mario's
by
actually
coming out.
poisoning society right now as we speak. Well, there he left, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are gonna head out though because podcast has been very long, but we've kind of just been here rambling. But thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, we're gonna go. But appreciate everyone, and we will see you next time. Peace.